Wow.
Meow meow, we're live. Hello. Sorry.
Live from...
I apologize that I initially had set it for 5 and then changed it to 5:30. I wanted to give it a little bit more time to see, because I guess Melody fell asleep, and I wanted to give her a little bit of time to see if she would wake up in time, but we don't want to wake her up. She needs to sleep, so we'll just...
I'm sure she'll pop in.
Yeah.
She's not going to sleep all day.
So for now, just the 3 of us.
3...
The 3 musketeers.
You know what? My icon is still my kitty. Is still on YouTube. Is still my like kitty form. So the 3 kitties, I guess.
Wait, what? Your icon on YouTube?
Or excuse me, on Discord.
On Discord? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's a kitty.
Okay. Well. But we're currently with Hadley, and Hadley isn't a cat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the 2 kitties and Mossum.
Except the PNG is currently of Nox, so it's a hyena. So.
I got. Well, I don't have a kitty. I don't have a kitty one.
Well, yeah, because it would get pretty expensive if you wanted to get a PNG of every single one of your forms. Well, anyway. I had an idea of a thread to pull, because we got started on each of the infidelities except for the very first one in 1921. So what if we try to look for anything relating to this? And if it's a 1921, I almost wonder if it has something to do with the original Elias Roottrees.
Yeah. Could see that.
So, I'm gonna try searching that up.
Dinah, what are we doing for dinner?
Let's see. Elias and Gwyneth Roottrees were never really celebrities, but the general public perception of them as classic faces associated with Roottrees Candy Company had always been in somewhat high regards. That was Elias' attention as a family and with his family brand. Since 6 Pieces, the candy company had placed much of an emphasis on Elias as a historical brand connected figure. There also have been those who have argued that it was his right to decide how to split his inheritance and that he did nothing wrong. This has led to some heated television exchanges and countless op-eds. The first Anderson Maple Farm only used to be a popular tourist attraction during the summer months when it had special tours. However, it has seen an explosion in off-season business as some religious groups decided to show support for Elias and Gwyneth's traditional values and financial rights. This rise in support was in turn followed by pickets from gay rights activists who, when some particularly inflammatory organizations made their pilgrimages. Amongst all this conflict, the farm has since shut down, seemingly indefinitely. The website says check by later, but no date listed. Quotes from Bess Willis' book appear to have been taken down. Okay, so this person has a book. Maybe we can look that up. Who outside of Miami died tragically in America. Minor history of the Roottrees, her notable book, Family Man. Alright, so we can look that up in the public library. I think it's our propaganda about Elias Roottrees has also been forgotten until recently when it was re-released during the height of Roottrees mania. There's a site dedicated to hurricane statistics that also mentioned Bess Willis. The Botanical Library, not far from where she lived, was partially destroyed in a hurricane. When they rebuilt, they named to the nonfiction section after her. The library expanded again in 1950 and then closed in 1963, with multiple larger libraries open in the surrounding area that made it redundant. I'm gonna look that up real quick as well.
Hey Nick, do you work in the morning?
No, I don't work tomorrow.
I wish I could say the same.
I mean, I work tomorrow too, but I rarely get to bed early on any night, regardless of when I have to work, so...
I've actually been sleeping earlier than... for some reason...
Did you see the Mara movie?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, damn it.
Why?
I was just trying to think of something we could do after stream. I don't know. Never mind.
Well, I might already have plans after stream.
Aw.
I've been trying to catch up on all of the Netflix Marvel shows now that they've been recanonized, because I never saw them, and supposedly...
don't even remind me of that, because I still have to get... I still
Oh,
have
God.
to caught up too.
Yeah, so supposedly...
Why would you remind me of that?
Because
I was like in the middle of Daredevil.
Yeah, because I've been watching them with Red, the raccoon Red, because supposedly the new Spider-Man movie that's going to be coming out is going to have like Daredevil and Punisher and, you know, the characters from the Netflix shows in it.
I was gonna say, to be fair, Daredevil was also in third one too.
Well, yeah, I know, but like we want to catch up with all the Netflix shows so that way we're prepared for the new Spider-Man.
Yeah. Dinah, do you remember what the last episode of Daredevil we watched was?
No.
Also, you can't watch them season by season because if you watch Daredevil season 1 and then immediately go to season 2, you'll be very confused because there's a lot that happens because you have to watch Daredevil and then you have to watch Jessica Jones.
I had a whole chronological list pulled up when I was watching it. I just find it again.
Okay.
I don't know, I've got the superhero. I like the MCU, but I've got like the kind of superhero fatigue.
That's fair. But yeah, I've been watching them with Red, and we're currently on Daredevil season 3, and we want to.
Agents of Shield though.
Agents of Shield is not canon anymore. That one remains uncanon.
Good, because I have no interest in watching that one.
Anyway, the Bocadoro Library no longer exists. You find multiple libraries in the area. According to the website for the library system in Miami, the building where it once had is now Miami Print Museum. Searching for the Miami Print Museum, you came across their website. It says that their hours list exhibits. The building is very small, admission is free, and they only have a room for a few different displays. One of the exhibits in the courtyard, which includes a fountain as a statue of an unknown author, pictures have been added to your evidence. Another printing press was used by the Miami Sunday, now defunct. Oh, hey, that could be a new periodical. The last original print of Cuba by Cubans, an art book. No records.
But yeah, suffice to say, we watched the Mario movie by completely, totally legal means, 100%.
Okay, well, I watched it in theaters.
Well, was it good theater?
What?
I said, was it like a good experience to watch in theaters?
I enjoyed it. Okay. I know a lot of people didn't really like the Mario movie because it didn't have like a real narrative to speak of. But I went to the movie knowing that it wasn't really going to have a narrative and it was just going to be eye candy.
I mean, yeah.
And because I went to the movie expecting that, I didn't have as bad of a time as everyone else. I actually kind of enjoyed myself. I thought it was a fun hour long roller coaster ride where I wasn't expecting much, and so
Yeah, I hear you.
So I found it enjoyable personally.
There was some nice eye candy, some nice foxy eye candy. Anyway.
Okay, well, first let's go search for this book. Author name was Bess Williams. We're reading an old book about Elias Roottrees. It's a blatant corporate propaganda. Alright. But while I was searching, I came across another book, didn't I? Yeah, Cuba by Cubans. It's probably not going to be anything because it says it doesn't seem related, but...
Cuba by Cubans?
Yes. Just in case, I'm going to search for it anyway.
Song?
No, it's a book.
As opposed to Cuba
Out of
by...
print. Cuba is a painting, book of paintings of Cuba, released in 1933. Credit to Marcia Barbin. On a class that still doesn't seem related to search anyway. Okay, well, I wanted to be sure. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Well, anyway, I got 2 new pieces of evidence. I got this library statue. Okay, that was weird. Interesting that picture is something I could Statue in front of the Miami Print Museum, formerly the Botanical Library, north of Miami, that sits in the courtyard. According to the site, it's said to be known of an unknown author. Well, this unknown author apparently is a Roottrees if I can take a picture of the face.
It won't let you.
A dictionary defines propaganda as information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. But if it were to replace that definition with a picture, it would be a picture of this book. This book tells you nothing new about Elias, and from what you know of his true feelings towards some of his extended family, you're not sure it tells you anything about the true Elias either. The reissue of this book is so lazy that they reissued famous photo of Elias from Business Watch, whose copyright had expired. The best thing it has going for it that it's only 85 pages long. Wow. I mean, apparently it says this is basically useless, but apparently there are 2 clues I can get from this, which is interesting. Well, first things first, let's
100% worthless then.
Wait a minute.
Only mostly.
Why do I have a new picture if I can't even put the new picture? That's interesting.
Or they tell you it's useless to throw you off the train.
Oh, you know what? That's okay. I get it. I probably got the new picture to use it here because, like I said, it's probably him that had the affair.
Yeah, with that year, yeah, like...
yeah. Elias. What's his name? What's his president? First one. There we go. All right. So who did he have the affair with? That's what we need to figure out. Unknown author. Do you think it could be with whoever the statue is of? Or is that a stretch? Yeah, the statue that was found in the museum. That could be a stretch. I could be stretching.
Is there a name?
No. According to their site, it is said to be of an unknown author. But let me take a picture of the statue face. So that I think that tells me that
that it's a person.
Yeah. Okay, what if I search for this in the periodicals, though? No. Okay. What if I search for this in the periodicals? No. Okay, what if I search
in the microwave?
for this in the periodicals?
Pretty sure.
No. What if I search for this in the periodicals? No. What if I search for this in the periodicals? No. What am I searching for this in the periodicals? No. Okay, well, I'm trying.
Are you squeaky toy? I'm gonna chew. Am I gonna have to wrap my hyena jaws around you and chew you?
Oh, whoa.
Squeaky toy. Also, yes, oh, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa?
Exactly.
Okay, Gwyneth. What do I search for Gwyneth? Can you spell the name? Gwyneth. Okay. Gwyneth. Oh, is this just the same? Okay, it's just the same. Hello, Keaton. We are, struggling to find any threads to pull on.
Because you need to just get full on rope.
Yeah. Okay, this is old news. Okay. What if I search him in the... I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Cool. What? No? Okay. It's because I put the fucking S. Okay. Okay, and then I can search this in the periodical. Okay, Control C. Okay, search all. Old. Okay. Worth a shot. Fuck. Looking for something to solve the case. I like the Google looking like 1999, which was what? What other clues do we have? Fuck. I really thought I had something there with Elias, and I'm pretty sure he is, but
He's gotta be.
He's gotta be, but...
Too old.
How... But, like... Because this is... doesn't seem like it's telling me anything. Which used to be like 99 for search in Google, but we have upgraded of, yeah. Nothing new about Elias or free feelings. So lazy. So what can I even learn from this? Okay, well, it would help if this is old, nothing relevant, 85 pages long. Does it tell me anything?
Where are you going?
Check what the they are. You mentioned it.
Make you for dinner.
Okay. Well, shit. I really thought I had something going there.
Oh, fuck.
Did I never found a picture of Susan Ford.
This really is like a whole other game in itself, in and of itself.
Yeah.
Much harder to... Understandably, uncovering infidelity is not easy.
Yeah.
They go out of their way to cover that shit up.
Right. So, how do you uncover what was intentionally covered? I wasn't born yet, 99, but Nick would have been 4, which I want to say 5, but he was born in December. And as for Nox and Hadley, probably little creatures, I don't know what they are. Well, you could say Hadley's probably a little creature, but I don't know if you could say Nox is a little creature. Nox is actually pretty big.
I'm a big creature.
Creature.
A creature feature. Because I'm featured prominently for how big I am.
Okay. This has 8.
Oh, Christ.
Okay. Author. Did I ever look up her books?
I don't think so.
I feel like I should have. It would be weird if I didn't.
It's been
but...
like a few weeks since we streamed this, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, oh my god, I've had this tattoo for over a week now, and my arm is still so fucking itchy, and it's insane.
Itchy? Itchy tasty?
My arm is not tasty.
How do you know?
I don't know. Come over here and fucking taste it, I guess.
That sounds kinky.
Melody was suggesting tattoos for me to get, and then she said, a cow doing a kickflip over them.
Wow.
Okay, to be fair, that is kind of badass.
Oh, that's
like,
right.
Well, then I said, like, well, you should get that tattoo. I'm like, why should I get it? I'm like, I don't know. You're the one that came up with the idea. But I'm rolling her to a tattoo convention beginning of May to like go look at some cool art.
How do you spell magazine?
You start with MAGA, like the government slogan, and then
Okay.
zine.
I didn't expect that, I'll be honest.
What I just said.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, so I was spelling I wasn't spelling it right, but then I saw MAGA. I'm like, wait a minute, that's probably not right? No, but it was right.
Wait, did we both have the same thought?
Yes.
MAGA. God damn it.
Well, well, the thing is, my thought was like, oh, that can't be right, because it, but then it was. I don't know, my fucking brain is stupid.
Your brain is cute and
Mwah.
squishy and smooth. Like as with all orange cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Actually,
not purple.
is this might be the book. This might be the book I need. Big Sass Sea Bass.
Big sass sea bass. I like my sea bass spicy when I eat it.
Wait, hold on. And it,
I
So-
really should go back and watch Daredevil, shouldn't I?
I mean, it's not like you have to.
I do. I feel compelled to.
Well, then do it.
Maybe I will.
Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, is this the one that will give me fucking? I don't want to have to. Okay, hold on. I'll copy it from here then. I'll copy it from here. God, I don't want to type. Till I'm gonna. Oh, damn. So that wasn't it. Okay. It's the issue with Big Bass Sea Bass, and that's probably what I have been. That's probably this. God damn it. Okay. So I still need to find the name of the book that had those pictures.
Wait, if you found something that had pictures, wouldn't it be available in the big picture area?
Well, the thing is that I need to find what the book is called so I can get the pictures printed. Because the only thing it's telling me is that she had a book that was released that was immediately pulled because of the pictures that were inside of it. But it didn't tell me what the name of the book is.
Logo's Benton.
Wah.
This cat with the wares. God.
Find a recently finished online auction that listed a copy over $1,000, so nobody bid. Okay, can I go to the auction website? An unread book about Guy Hudson. The article. An unread book about Guy Hudson. Is it just? What if it's just called Guy Hudson? What if I'm overthinking this?
How much of Guy Hudson's street do we have filled out?
A lot, actually.
Oh,
He
right,
had
didn't
like
he had like
like
one that had
five
freaking
infidelities.
affairs?
Yeah. Okay. It's probably isn't gonna
You got
work.
around.
Dolly, somehow a nicer way of putting it. He had an affair.
Yeah. Let's look at Guy Hudson. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infidelities. And one of these, I'm pretty sure, is the fucking the Jane Doe, but I can't. Their pictures are blurred, so I can't get them.
Get you. Not Melody's awake.
Oh, Melody's awake.
I heard her cough.
Okay, Chris Rafferty has a new picture I can get. So what if I just look up? What do I look up?
Well, she'll get in here and we'll say she hasn't missed much. Not really.
Damn it, did I misspell it? T. Okay, Rafferty.
Rafferty.
Did I still misspell it?
I think
Chris?
there's an E between.
Raff?
Oh, never mind.
Rafferty. 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 Whoops. R-A-F-F. R-A-F-F. E-R-T-Y. E-R-T-Y. So I'm spelling this correctly. That's interesting.
There's nothing on him, I guess.
I guess not. I mean, he is just the son of Clark. So maybe I need to... It's weird that he has a new picture, though.
You'll never know what you'll never know where you're gonna find
Yeah.
additional pictures from. Unexpected things.
Roottrees Rift.
It'll be like Clark Rafferty and his son or some shit.
Oh yeah, Rafferty also. Yeah, Clark also has a new picture. So both Clark and Chris. So yeah, you're probably right. It'd probably be a picture with the both of them. Does anyone else have any new pictures in the main timeline? It's just those two? No, Zachariah Morden also has a new picture. Alright, well, let's search that up. Oh, fuck, I don't want to have to spell his name.
Is that Z-A-C...
Okay, I'll trust you on that. Z-A-C...
A... R...
R...
I-A-H.
I-A-H, and then Morden.
Seems right.
Okay, well, what if I just do Zach Morden? Why not? Why not? He's the second president. How does he not have a... Okay, Zaka, Raya. Yeah. Morden. Ow, the fuck? He's the second president. How does he not have any search results? That doesn't make any sense. Periodicals?
God, dude, I'm so sick of our fucking lunatic neighbors.
This is old. Okay,
Did Aldi tell you that we had a guy try to sell us drugs on the way home from...
yeah, I saw that in the group chat.
And then he tried to recruit us.
Recruit how?
Well, I said, because I said, I don't have the money for that. Not that I would buy drugs anyways, but I didn't want to piss the guy off or whatever. But, and then he said, you want to make some?
Good grief. Okay. Also, this is new.
He's really trying to recruit us.
After the release of Sick Pieces, Caroline Morden did a television interview. Someone has uploaded a partial transcript of the interview in television section of the messaging community. The transcript is only her answers and is missing the questions. This creates a somewhat confusing reading experience, but it does give you a bit more history about Caroline and some of her family members. So that's interesting, and that's old. Okay. So, okay. The transcript only Caroline answers have been posted about on television. Thanks for having me. I've never really fit into the family, so it didn't surprise me. She could have put me in if she wanted to talk about the time during my activism days when I almost got arrested for stealing spark plugs out of her tractors, but I didn't really think it fit her narrative. Yes and no. They never really tried to kick me out or send me to live on a farm, if that's what you mean. But I was already pretty unpopular, and once they learned why I divorced my husband, few people paid me any attention. She's my wife. Not legally, but we've been together for half our lives. Call it what it is. I was 20 and just had my daughter. I hate to look back on that time because I was a terrible mother in the first few years. I left my daughter with my ex-husband, and I followed Guy to a private jet to Europe. He lost a tooth and a client. I found love and a better understanding of who I was. Still, in our family's eyes, this trip was somehow more acceptable? Explain that. No, I couldn't stand him. Our family wrote off his behavior like he was some huge fan of romance or women, but he didn't like the entire woman. It was doubly awkward for me because he was more supportive than most. I slowly figured out because he was amused I would be as shallow as he was. He was a workaholic. He seemed nice and did a good job. I didn't know him well. That was one of Sam's problems with our family. None of us did well except Carl. Honestly, I get why she's pissed. I'd rather not speak evil of the dead, not unless you want some more stories about Guy. With Carl, though, all I can say is we used to be friends before they sent him to private school. He came back a lot judgier. It made sense why they made him president. He was a lot like my father after they disciplined the fun out of him. I started protesting the farms, and he stopped returning my calls. Oh, well, he's hard to label. When I was a teenager, he was basically drunk or high or both, all the time. He actually used to sell me pot. His problems with women were different than guys, but he never really judged me. I guess he knew it would be pretty hypocritical to judge anyone for anything. Back then, he was destructively unreliable in every way, but nowadays I think he's kind of boring and old. I prefer that to how he used to be, and to Guy and Carl, but it's a cautionary tale. I hope to never be that boring and old. Okay, so she went on a trip with Guy, who is her brother.
I want to be a cool old person.
So who's Carl again? Carl, oh, also her brother. Okay. So Guy, older brother, Carl, younger brother. Or not brother. Hold on, actually. No, neither are brothers. Wait. Yeah, okay. Sorry, cousin, actually. They're cousins, not siblings. Okay. Guy is like a first cousin, and Carl is like a second cousin. And Carl's the guy who died in the plane crash with his, and the daughters are the ones that started it all. Okay, so that's cool, but like literally what does that even give us at all? Apparently it doesn't even give us any hints whatsoever. Like there's no number for hints. This is completely superfluous. Was that just a waste of time? Am I just hitting dead ends?
I don't know. Puzzle. That's a cute noise.
Okay, thanks.
Nope, don't say that. That's not YouTube friendly.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm running a little late.
Yeah, a little bit, but you haven't really missed much. You want to know how many things we filled in? Nothing. How many? Well, actually,
nothing since I left.
I guess that's not true. We did fill in. It was basically just a hunch, going off of nothing, that Elias Roottrees would be the first infidelity, because that happened in 1921. And sure enough, I found a new picture for him that. And whoops, what'd I just do?
And a statue.
And a statue, yeah. Okay, so hold on.
Damn.
Okay, so yeah, so the new picture, there was no spots for a bonus picture of Elias Roottrees, which could only mean that it would be here, right? That's like the only possibility. So, of course, he's the guy with the infidelity. However, when digging, all we got was this thing called Family Man, which is blatantly tells us it's just propaganda saying how much of a traditional family man he is and does not actually tell us anything new about him at all. So it feels like it's just a dead end.
And yeah, it has two little bubbles on it.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that too. So I don't know how this. It's like this thing is like basically telling us, hey, this whole thing is useless. Except it's also telling us that there's 2 things we can get from it, which is confusing.
Except for it's not totally useless.
Apparently not. Anyway, while we were looking that up, we also found a fucking library that's no longer a library and is now a museum. Let's see if I can find that
A
again.
sex dungeon.
What?
I don't fucking know, man.
What?
So what was it? Where did I find that? It was under Bess Williams. Oh yeah, the Borodical Library. When I searched this, it led us to here. And now it's no longer, it doesn't exist anymore, but it's now the Miami Print Museum.
All right, fine.
And apparently in front of that, and it used to be the library, so it makes sense that the statue would still be the same, regardless, because it's the same building. So that's, you know, the statue was probably there when it was still the library. And we got a picture of the statue. And what's interesting about the picture of the statue is that we could actually take a picture of the face and use it, maybe this is just me grasping at straws, but I wonder if the lady that the statue is made out of is the person that Elias had the affair with. Unfortunately,
It's certainly,
sorry, what was I gonna say?
I was gonna say it's certainly possible.
Yeah, unfortunately though, it just says it's a statue of an unknown author. So we know that she's an author, but we don't know her name.
But she's probably relevant somehow.
Yes.
And the author of the propaganda book is...
It's Bess Williams.
That sounds like a lady-ish name.
Yes.
Yeah.
But... So what... Are you saying that Bess Williams wrote a propaganda book about how Elias Williams is a traditional family man, and also she's the one who had the affair with him?
Yes.
That sounds fucking ridiculous.
I could
It's
see
funny.
That. I could see that.
Okay, hold on. Let me... Author... Bess... Oh my fucking god, is this... Williams.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it could be.
Hell yeah. You're welcome.
Oh my god.
No,
that
you're
would
so
be
smart.
that would be very silly.
I mean, that feels like the audacity of a rich person, honestly.
Yeah.
Having the person he's having an affair with write the book about how he never has affairs.
Yeah.
That's like rich guy's audacity 101.
Unfortunately, though, we don't know anything about any of their potential kids. And I don't know.
So many quote-unquote traditional family men are not.
Do we know anything about Bess Williams
Bullshit.
other than they wrote a book?
Let's see. Was an author born in late 1800s who lived outside of Miami, and she died tragically young in a major hurricane that struck the area in 1926. Bess has a minor history of the Roottrees. Her only notable book, Family Man, is widely considered blatant propaganda about Elias Roottree. It had all been forgotten until recently when it was re-released during the height of Roottree mania. There's a site dedicated to her case statistics that also mentions Bess Williams. The Borodical Library, not far from where she lived, was partially destroyed in the hurricane. When they rebuilt it, they named a non-fiction section after her. The library was expanded again in the 1950 and then closed in 1963 when multiple larger libraries opened in the surrounding area and made it redundant. So it makes sense that the statue would be of her then, right? Because she...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not particularly helpful to us, though.
Yeah. There's an older version of
go
this.
Look up the library again.
The library?
Yeah.
It no longer exists. You find multiple libraries in the area. According to the website for the library system in Miami, the building where it once sat is now the Miami Print Museum. Searching the Print Museum, we come across a website. Hours and exhibits. Small, free admission. Only room for a few displays. One exhibit's in the courtyard. It's found of a statue of an unknown author. The picture has been added to your evidence. Another, the printing press that was used by the Miami Sunday, a now defunct weekly newspaper, the last original print of Cuba by Cubans at art book.
Try look at Miami Sunday.
I did do that, hoping it would be a new periodical, but alas, there are no records.
Became the Miami Mercury Sunday?
Yeah, which again did not get added to my periodicals. Quirky printing history facts that mentions the Miami Mercury Sunday was the outcome of merging two smaller failing newspapers. So,
Okay.
so maybe if
Okay,
I search out, what if I search the Mercury Sunday? No. Okay. Well,
No.
it was worth a shot. It resulted in one larger failing newspaper, resulting notable to the author because of combining the names the way they did it, and was tied for the longest title for an American newspaper at the time, was a newspaper in Jefferson, Texas. Is there a newspaper that I can get from Jefferson, Texas that can be added to my periodicals? The Jefferson... Okay, can this be added to my periodicals? No. So you can tell nobody who's been investigating lives in Texas, so it doesn't matter anyway. So
No
cool.
Texans here.
We're just reaching dead end after dead end after dead end.
You know, there's a little like a hint button that exists.
I know there's a hint button. I just
Being a butthead.
I try not to use it because I want to try to be smart on
Big
my
brain
own.
smart.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
You're a smart little kitten.
Okay. I mean, if you want in total, like.
No, I don't mean this. I mean the magazines or whatever. What do we got here?
We recently got a Caroline Morden interview because So I was looking on the board to see if who on the main timeline from like the first part of the game has new pictures, and there's only 3. There are Rafferty and Clark and Chris Rafferty, who I'm assuming would have like a picture together as father and son, and Zach Morden. And I tried looking up Zach Morden, but there were no results, even though he's the second president. You would think the second president would have search results, but I guess not. But when I searched up Caroline, the artist, I ended up finding an interview. But unfortunately, as interesting as this interview is, because, you know, she's a lesbian, right? Like, you would think that would be pretty relevant, because the whole controversy was about the gay guys. There's apparently no clues associated with this. Like it's a pretty interesting read, all things considered, but like this, it's literally telling us this is nothing for us.
Okay. And then.
We got the Jane Doe thing that I can't use their pictures because they're blurred out.
What's 6 pieces?
That's Sam's book.
Damn, that's
the one that started
this one says
Roottrees.
it has like 5 more clues in it still.
It sure does. If only I could figure out how to.
Most of its hearsay said the following information made Berlin. One of Sam's farm supervisors was named Elizabeth. Elizabeth had a daughter who Sam never met, but who worked as one of Guy's secretaries. According to Elizabeth, caretaker from the grocery cotton, Antonelli's met her daughter at one of Guy's parties.
I can try searching for that.
Yeah, sure.
There's a large number of Antonelli's restaurant, not because it's a chain, but because it seems to be a common name for Italian restaurants. You may use a more local source if you're trying to find a specific one. Okay. Okay. So
periodicals.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's an Italian restaurant and has been in the Butler County Times twice. The most recent time was when it closed in 1992. The owner, this is someone I could probably look up, sold the land the building was on at the time of the article. She was unsure if the restaurant would move to a new location if she would retire. Many years before that, there was a puff piece from Valentine's Day 1978 that asked the recently married residents of Butler County how they met. Christine Garland responded. She and her husband, Steve, who was a chef at Antonelli's, met years ago when she delivered produce from her mother's farm. Okay. So Steve used to work extra hours to be there during their deliveries, although they grew apart when the restaurant switched suppliers. They reconnected by chance and eloped at the end of last year. Now she has a bun in the oven, and they're both working as much as they can. She's the secretary, who went back to work delivering produce on the weekends, trying to save money to move to Boston to open up their own restaurant. So this one seems more relevant to search, but I'm still going to search for this person first, which came up in nothing. That's very cool. So Christine...
I feel like we found a new thing to hunt down.
Except you don't get any results.
Hold on, try Steve Garland.
Steve? Okay. So
her husband.
Yeah, I'll search her and then just change
Harrington.
this to Steve. No.
Go back. Her mom's name was Elizabeth, right?
Right.
This is the secretary.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Well, what I'm wondering is
Elizabeth.
No, don't we have a list of like secretaries or something?
We do.
How do you spell Elizabeth? Did I spell it wrong? Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
There are two spellings.
Oh my god. Okay, well.
Okay, well.
Elizabeth. Okay, Elizabeth. Okay.
But anyways, the reason I'm bringing that up is because where's the secretary list?
It's here.
And what year was this? What did they say?
20 years ago. 20 years ago. Okay, so what year is this currently?
Okay.
1999, so 20 years ago would have been 1979.
Okay.
So, okay, so...
Alright.
75.
Well, anyways, we're looking for an Elizabeth around 1979.
Elizabeth Cravensworth?
Cravensworth. Okay, well, look for Christine Cravensworth. That's why I was trying to figure out what her, like, name would have been.
Christine? Did I spell that right?
I'm searching that in the periodicals, too, but also I have no idea if you spelled that right or not. Looks right.
Christine. It doesn't. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't. My history doesn't show me the things that didn't get any results. But I mean, at the same time, I kind of understand. Okay, so Christine. Okay, yeah.
Okay, now try that in. Nam.
Okay.
Try Elizabeth Cravensworth?
No.
No. Okay, so we have the restaurant. Go back to the restaurant periodical. Or the Antonellis, yeah. It's Butler County twice. Or years of Puffy then. There's a Puffy. They met Christine Garland restaurant. She and her husband Steve, who was a chef at other produce. Although they grew apart in the restaurant, switched suppliers. They were connected by chance and left at the end. Now she was.
Wait, it says she's a secretary, Christine, and also
Christine?
that wouldn't. Yeah, and also that wouldn't be her maiden name if she's already married. So we would need to find her maiden name.
Yeah. So we can try to see if there's a Christine listed.
Christine Garland was okay. Wow.
Okay, so 1978 Christine Garland. Christine Garland.
We would still need her maiden name though.
Well, I thought her. No, wait, her mom worked on the farm, right?
Yes.
Go back to the little blurb thing that is in the this. Let me look at that again. One of Sam's farm supervisors was named Elizabeth. Elizabeth had a daughter who Sam never met, but who worked as one of Guy's secretaries. Okay, the daughter did work as the secretary.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to look up Elizabeth Garland.
Well, Elizabeth, her last name wouldn't be Garland. Because Garland is Steve's last name.
Are we sure it's Steve's last name?
Why, like, I'm pretty sure. Why wouldn't it be? Because they only do the husband's last name. Unless specified otherwise.
Pregnancy. Elizabeth wasn't aware that the party was for
Swingers.
Rumor has it her daughter showed up with Guy and didn't seem comfortable switching. For what?
I think this is implying that her daughter showed up with Guy. I think it's implying that Christine maybe would have been one of Guy's infidelities. Potentially the second one, considering 1979. So this is 1975 through 1982. So it would probably be the second one, yeah.
It doesn't really help us still, because...
Hold on. So, Steve... I guess Steven Garland. And this would be Christine, unknown last name.
Occupation secretary.
Oh yeah. Well, he had two jobs though.
Well, or I assume the secretary one would be relevant.
I guess.
Missing some kind of piece of information though, because we haven't gotten a picture of her.
Yeah. I can try looking up Steven Garland, because I only tried Steve before.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Try the periodicals maybe?
Nope.
Nope.
According to the caretaker from a local restaurant, Conlon met her daughter at one of Guy's parties, and they eloped quickly due to a pregnancy. Wasn't aware the party was for swingers. So with Guy, didn't think that was with partners. Guy's main positive contribution to company on tavern. Politician that wouldn't factor me though. Elias might have cheered on Gwyneth. Okay, well if I read this, then I thought I was being smart, but it kind of already tells us that. Well, she has no hard evidence. Sam always got the impression that Gwyneth was able to coerce Elias into allowing Sam back in the family, using some kind of leverage, instead of it being an actual course of events. She mentioned that Elias and Gwyneth were known to largely argue, and were sometimes about another woman. She would also say her son Ernie was once asked her, "Who's Beth?" Beth, huh? Beth, huh? Beth, huh? Well, that says Bess, but I wonder, it could be that they just thought, they said Bess, but thought that they heard Beth, like, you know, mishearing. As far as I know, Elias has her name Elizabeth. Okay, but it's not Elizabeth, it's Bess. Bess with with two S's and not Beth. They just sound similar, right? That's what I'm getting.
Well, anyways, so this is still related to that. So we've got an Elizabeth. And this is everything on here? Yeah, that was never going to lead you anywhere.
Yeah, this is everything on this.
Although Gwyneth was much kinder. Overseas. I was spending much time and money on official business and meetings with. It was said that he bribed at least one politician to open a factory in Brazil.
I don't know if Brazil would help me. No.
Brazil factory, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, I could try.
It feels too vague, though.
Well, yeah, still too vague.
Yeah. And Elias was the first device into. That Gwyneth was able to course. She mentioned that Elias and Gwyneth were known to her about another woman. Sam also says her son Ernie once asked, "Who's bad?" Son by name.
I can try
This is
looking.
all leading to Elizabeth, but I don't know how we're supposed to.
I don't think it's Elizabeth though. I think.
Nick.
What?
Nick,
What?
why would Guy be arguing about a woman that his grandfather slept with?
No, this isn't about Guy. This part isn't about Guy. This part is all about Elias.
Wait, Elias into allowing Sam into the family. And she mentioned that Elias and Gwyneth were known to argue.
Yeah, this is all about Elias.
Elizabeth. Maybe her name is Elizabeth?
No. What I'm saying is, I think Ernie asked who's Beth because he thought he heard who's Beth, but it actually was who's Bess. Because...
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Because the names are similar enough. And Ernie would have been young, or maybe just misheard. Because, remember, Bess Williams was the author, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense to me.
Can we look
Ernie?
up Bess Williams in the periodicals?
I did already, yeah.
Did that lead anywhere?
Who's Ernie? Oh, wait, Ernie would have been Sam? No, wait. Hold on. Sam also says her son. Okay, her son. Sam's son, Ernest Jr. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, so... You wanted me to look up Bess Williams in the...
Periodicals, yeah. See if anything came up.
It did. See, Bess Williams. See. No. Nothing. So, Mads.
We're definitely missing something.
Well, we're missing a lot of things, obviously.
Well, yeah, but
Is it Madsen or Madson? Madsen. Okay. Okay. Well, what if I just do Ernest Madsen? Ernie. Wait, how do they? No, they didn't spell it with an A. Ernie. Ugh. Ah. If only I knew how to type. Ernest. Yeah, Ernest. That's in. Junior. Okay, well, I had to try. He's the 4th president, though. That's kind of crazy. Okay. So... what are we thinking?
I'm doing that right now.
What did you say, Hadley?
What are you thinking? I'm not right now.
Oh, fair enough.
Smooth braining, hell yeah.
Well, we can't be smooth braining. This requires us to be thinkers. Heck.
Such a good
aside with the
thinker.
reign of Guy Hudson. According to who's open to
Okay.
Guys,
So, okay, this
I
is...
feel like we were starting to get somewhere with the Antonells or whatever.
Yes.
There's gotta be like...
We were sort of starting to get somewhere with that.
There's gotta be something we're missing. Since Butler County twice, first time was when it closed in 1992. And did we try to look up Rochelle Zimmer?
Yeah, and it didn't lead anywhere. I mean, I could try looking in the periodicals for her.
Rochelle and her husband Mark Zimmer have a few mentions in the book. Rochelle owned and Mark owned a local bookstore called Bookmarks.
Okay, well, I can look that up.
Lights on.
When he was sued by Steve Garland?
Interesting.
Okay, well, hold on, I'll look that up in a second. Bookmarks for many times, all of them were from former advertisements listing events that took place. Never seems relevant, though Lauren Roottrees did do a book signing in 1970. Okay, well,
It occurs to me that there was a package Matt was supposed to pick up from downstairs.
oh,
I did not get that package. I will be right back.
okay.
They tracked Lauren down because they were caught standing on the ladder holding the game while their parents held it. Her son Clark on a bench outside.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, wait, actually, I need the... Well, I don't need it, but I would like to have that picture. Okay, hold on. Public Library. A Life Between Wars. Lauren Roottrees. There we go.
Oh my God, we're starting to get somewhere again.
Oh yeah.
Aren't you glad my big brain showed up?
Wait.
Yeah.
An entry titled Cruelty from Lauren Roottrees' diary, written in 1963, focused on the relationship between her mother and father. While it offered only redundant information during your previous investigation, it mentioned the subject of affairs and may be useful this time around. I am no stranger to true love, Jacob, and I married at an age that most deem unfit for marriage. But he was also enlisting at an age that most deem unfit for war. We had no choice. I knew in my heart that our marriage was one for the ages. He and I would still be together today if not for Okinawa. That was nearly 20 years ago, but there is an emptiness in my soul. I do understand my contemporaries. So many girls I went to school with have taken multiple lovers. So many of my girlfriends' husbands have been unfaithful. If I am able to remain true to the ghost of a man with no chance of physical reciprocation, no potential for long conversation, how could it be so hard to love someone you can reach out and touch? Someone you can joke with? I have not had to deal with such madness at home. My parents are a perfect match in the worst way. My mother's cruelty is a perfect fit for my father's general spite. Jesus. In turn, Pop's status enables her incessant need to gloat and feel superior. I have grown up with their cruelty and disdain for others my entire life. Even my family remains unspared. They make fun of my grandpop and his family sayings. Blood is thicker than syrup, but nothing's thicker than Elias. They mimic a Grandma Gwyneth's lisp and see her kindness as a weakness.
See, she had a lisp. That could buy that. If she had a lisp, that could be why she says Beth instead of Bess.
Yeah, Elias, please remember them.
Sam, like Sam.
Yeah. Not even our family's maladies and religion go unmocked. Remember, God only put one eye in miracle. I can say without a doubt in my mind that my parents have never had eyes for anyone outside their marriage. They're too self-centered to look astray.
Also, that's kind of fucked up. Remember, God only put one eye in Miracle because Miracle had an eye patch.
God, her parents suck.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, how does this help us, though?
I don't know. Apparently, there's one clue we can get from this, and I'm willing to bet it has something to do with the whole Bess thing, which so it probably means we already have it.
Which is the lisp.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, well, that's actually not what I was looking for anyway, though, because There was a minor backlash towards the reporter that tracked Lauren down because they were caught standing on a ladder, holding a camera over a privacy wall to take a photo of Lauren and her son Clark on a bench outside near a small pond on the premise. I want that photo.
Look up Lauren Roottrees in the periodicals, maybe?
No, this is old. This is old.
Look up Clark.
Well, I did already look up Clark because it would be Clark Rafferty. I'll
Yeah, I
try
know.
real quick. No. Rafferty. And he's like the new president.
Yeah. Did you search him at periodical or whatever?
I probably did, but I'll do it again anyway.
Yeah, I remember all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well that didn't help us any.
I thought we had something there.
Back to the oh my god, what were we looking up that led us down this?
This?
No, we were searching something in Spider Search. The person, I think.
Bookmarks.
You have to.
Roottrees did a book
But then
signing,
go
right?
back.
Steve Garland.
Yeah,
Steve sued Mark
Rochelle, or no, Mark Zimmer.
Yeah.
Try searching Mark Zimmer, either in the periodicals or in the. Try searching in the spider thingy.
Okay, well, I got something. Pigeon Tales was a story-based recipe book. Credit to Mark Zimmer.
Pigeon Tales.
Oh my god, I can probably also search out in the public library. One book collector states that the publishers were unprepared for the demand that there are no second printings. It's easy to find a copy in the wild. You find an alternate medicine website that focuses on cooking with natural ingredients. It mentions one of the Kitchen Tales recipes that use salt water. The only website has included a scan of that recipe, which is after your evidence. She says if you switch to salt water. Okay. If I just look up Kitchen Tales real quick. Okay, that's. Oh no, this is new. No, never mind, it's not. So okay, so I can also probably search up Kitchen Tales in the public library. Mark Zimmer. Out of print. Re-released as Garnishing the Truth. Okay, hold on. A recipe book that contains stories.
Garnishing the Truth.
Try searching Garnishing the Truth in the Spider Search.
Okay.
Probably sounds like something that would reveal things.
Whoops.
That's not the spider. That's
Yeah,
the period.
I messed up. Garnishing the Truth is a cookbook credited to Garland and Zimmer. Okay, that's probably
Garland
why.
and Zimmer.
Successful duo appear to promote. Book read the recipes accompanied by stories that help the reader remember the ingredients, and reviewer says it seemed. Okay, so.
What was the Garland guy's name?
Okay, Steve.
Steve Garland. So try Steve Garland, or try both.
Okay, that worked.
Here we go. Series of acknowledgements from Steve. The first is Christine. Thank you for everything. Your support means the world to me. You're the apple of my pie. Okay. To James and Robert, you've been amazing men and incredible chefs. I guess I'm a good teacher. To Mark Zimmer, you proved my storytelling approach to recipes could be popular. Without you, this book couldn't exist. I first met Steve in 1978 when he taught a cooking class. The next time I saw him was over a decade later when he was suing me for stealing his recipes. Yes, really, so you might wonder what I'm doing in this introduction. Well, it turns out Steve and I had more in common than we thought. Instead of settling in court, we settled at McCarran's brew house over a game of darts. Well, we'll have to look that place up here in a bit.
Yeah.
By the end of the game, he and I agreed we'd both rather make a ton of money together than spend a ton of money on lawyers.
Pretty rare to meet your best friend. Okay, that's an interesting story. It was a pub in Boston, and they have a website. Apparently, the bar has been around a long time. On the site, there's a list of famous people who had a drink there, including the former president of the United States, now the Roottrees Kennedy. There was also a few listings of television shows and books that mentioned McCarran's, as well as how they came up. One of them was Guaranteeing the Truth, which the site has to say about local regular Stevie G, wrote about food. We've heard his cocktails. Okay.
Well, let's look up Stevie G instead of
Steve Garland. Nothing.
Yeah, try that in periodicals, maybe.
Okay.
Stevie G.
Stevie
That
G.
sounds like a.
Nothing.
Nope. Okay. They gave us a shout out. We ain't gonna say no to free press, so.
No.
Steve.
Okay, well, we got a bunch of stuff from the printouts that we have not looked at yet.
By a bunch of stuff, you mean this?
Oh, I thought we got multiple things.
No, we only got this one thing.
Kitchen Tales is a book that combines recipes and stories. It had mild popularity but seemed to disappear from online marketplaces in 1982. We found a scan of one story. It demonstrates how to bake the potato loaf for 2. This feels like it's about a thing that's relevant.
Yeah.
Flora and Yates. One day whisked away to bake it. The army's bread. Okay, they're probably not using real names, but it's probably a real story, and I'm guessing this has something to do whisked away to fight. Yeah, so it seems like it has something to do with Lauren's husband.
Yeah, seems like it.
Flora's unique dough earned her position as a king's personal baker. It's unsuccessful oil that okay.
Wait, so hold on. They met again, seemingly by fate. Flora's unique dough had earned her a position as the king's personal baker. So that could be like the secretary, right? So he could be talking about him and Christine.
It's something like that.
He baked for the kingdom's 45 diplomats, yeah, and he's working at a restaurant, so...
Yeah. Preparing the bun for the palace ovens.
Yeah, so she already had a bun in the ovens before this.
Yeah, okay, so she was already pregnant with Guy's child before she met Steve, which is probably why they're a Roottrees, right? And that's why they're gonna be getting money.
Yeah.
I was half paying attention, and I thought you meant like a random guy, not like Guy, whatever his last name is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just random.
Like, why is that relevant? It's just random guy.
Nancy says she had no obligation
maybe
to
not
prepare
so
for
random
return
guy, I
should
don't
thought impossible. But he shared her fear of retribution.
Whoops.
He knew if they did not solve her predicament, they'd miss their final chance to bake together. In the end, instead of wallowing in the present, they worked together to shape the future. They twisted and entwined their doughs and baked them as one. Thus was born the plated loaf. Word quickly spread of this new delight. The king's theory on royal pardon was that it would be considered a delicacy.
Okay.
Bankrolled by the king, Flora and Yates spent their days baking together. They traveled for 45 years, then settled down for 15 more. Their souls were golden with no regrets.
Okay.
So wait, the king bankrolled their...
So
they have some kind of restaurant together, it seems like.
Well... Yeah, they probably... Yeah, so we need to find out what that restaurant is, because it would not be the one we already looked up.
Yeah.
Whatever, Antonellis. It would be something after that.
You look
Yeah,
But real quick, where was it?
No.
What did you say, Yumi? You're really quiet still.
I said something about looking up plated loaf.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I can do that. But also, real quick, James and Robert I'm guessing that's a name of his children. That makes
Do
sense,
you
right?
think so?
I mean,
What does the little blurb say about them?
whoops. Garland. Whoops. What do you mean blurb?
Okay, whenever he shouts out James and James
Oh.
and whatever,
You're becoming
what does
amazing
it
men.
say about?
You're becoming amazing men and incredible chefs. I guess I'm a good teacher.
Yeah, that does sound kind of like yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know. I wanted to see
Proper.
what he said about them to see if that fit. Like, you know what I mean? Like if that would be something you would say to your children.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing he says it in order of oldest to youngest too. That would make sense to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
So all
Also,
we're
they would be
missing-
there
I
would be
feel
chefs.
like what we're missing is we're missing restaurant, I feel like.
Yeah.
Also, would she be a chef since they own the bakery?
Maybe. We could change that if we need to. We still don't know her
Yeah.
maiden name.
Well, we do.
We don't know. What?
Oh, no, wait, no, we don't. Never mind. No, you're right. We do not know her maiden name.
Okay, we should. If they're chefs, maybe we can look up their names, like James
Yeah.
Garland. Okay, and what about
I'll
Robert?
try in the periodical as well.
Yeah. Okay. Copy periodicals. Okay, what about Steve?
Mention a couple of verses in our body, met his wife, and he... Second is for months later, a listing for his weekend cooking classings, Gourmet for the Groovy.
This is all new.
The
Okay.
blurb mentioned that he's been given lessons for his home kitchen for the last month so that he can keep an eye on his son. The third was from 1901's titled Local Author Sued by Former Butler. Pronius book, kitchen sale. The article mentions that although recipes are hard to copyright, Garland accompanied each recipe with a short fiction about how he learned it. These usually doubled as a way to remember certain ingredients. Garland's bean salad, for example, involved making a trade with a gnome for some magic beans. Apparently, the stories were found word for word in Zimmer's cookbook, in addition to additional stories that followed the same format. Well, we can look up Kitchen Tales and Gourmet for the Groovy.
We already looked up Kitchen Tales.
Groovy.
Did we?
Yeah, that's how we got that whole. That's how we
Oh.
got this.
Oh, okay. I don't fucking
Oops.
remember. But anyways. Try looking that one up in the periodicals, I guess. Gourmet for the Groovy.
It just leads back to
Nope,
this.
nothing.
Um.
Local author sued by former... Yeah, look up that title. Well, I meant in the periodical, because that feels like a...
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish sometimes when I highlight things, it does not. No.
No.
Okay. Home kitchen. So maybe he doesn't have a restaurant because it says it's just a home kitchen. But then again, they also after they sued. Hi Dinah. After they sued,
Hi,
they kind of started working together, right?
Yeah.
So Zimmer's. And Mark owned a local bookstore.
Also, I might have gotten Mode to listen. I may or may not get Mode to listen to that musical.
What musical?
Nice.
The fucking one I'm obsessed with.
How epic.
Yeah. I like sent it to Mode. I sent it to Mode, and they said they might listen to it later. I'm like, oh, I'd be brace in or brace for impact though. It's like fucking like 40 songs long.
I feel like we're hitting another dead end.
Kitchen Tales on television. Are you sure? Are you sure we searched that in? Tales was a story-based recipe.
Both
Some
the recipe
successes
book.
featured on Warner. The book released before the internet, so I started to sure. For sure, second. No. So if you okay, go back to the periodical.
You're a periodical.
Promoting his book. Oh, it says okay. It says promoting his book on television. Never mind.
Okay, I think I know maybe how to find a way to find. Okay, so Christine Garland is no longer working, but she was probably hired before this. So we just need to find a Christine with a different name earlier when she was hired. Christine Farrow. Oh, yeah. Look, Christine Farrow is no longer listed amongst the secretaries, but Christine Garland has been hired, implying the name change.
Okay, well, let's look up Christine Farrow then. And then in the
Oh my
periodicals
god, cat,
as well.
get off my keyboard.
Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat.
Nothing.
Okay, well, at least we have the name. We can change her name now, but we still don't have a fucking picture of her.
We don't have pictures for, like, anyone. Like, goddamn.
That's why I feel like
Cat.
that feels like cat. That feels like cat behavior.
Yeah.
What feels like cat behavior?
The fact that she's like laying down on my desk and, like, her head is, being rested on top of my keyboard, and she's pressing buttons with her head.
I feel like I'm smelling popcorn or something.
Popcorn.
May has gotten on my desk a few times.
Okay, so we filled this whole thing out now. It's just that we don't have any.
Ignore the fact that I exploded.
Damn.
Okay.
It's exploding? I can't ignore that because that's a thing that I do. Explode. I have a detection for it.
So,
Damn.
we don't have any pictures of them though. That's crazy. How do we not have any?
We're missing one thing. We're missing
like a periodical.
We're missing like a periodical or a photo or something.
We're missing so many photos. I'm
saying we're missing like one piece in this little family tree, the Christine or whatever. We're missing like a something. We're one key search away from unraveling this one, but I don't know who we're missing necessarily.
I don't know either. I don't know how to.
Steve Garland. Go back to his book. The one him and Mark Zimmer or whatever did.
This? Kitchen
No,
Tales?
that's the...
Oh, I see what you're saying. The one in the public library. Garnishing the Truth.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. There's also a forward. I met Steven 19 taught me a cooking class. Texas almost over a decade later. He has to release. You might wonder what I'm doing though. Turned out he settled at McCarran's Barber Game of Darts. By the end of the game, he and I agreed both rather make a ton of money. It's pretty rare to meet your fits in when I decided to retire, moved to Boston so we could hang out. So if you're browsing books in a bookstore, please buy our book. We need more money for when the free beer runs out, and the bookstore could probably use the sale. Okay.
Oh, hey, look, it was published the year I was born.
1984. Yeah, this isn't. It's the only thing we. Okay, there's nothing there. Go back to the Palated Loaf, I guess, or whatever.
I never did search that up. Damn it. Nothing. All right.
Okay. Compared recipes and find out she loved his salt and peppery beard. He adored her. Sweetly about him, but he was one day whisked away, conscripted to bake the army's bread. So wait, hold on. That means that that means he got drafted, right?
It would seem to imply that.
So,
Ooh, okay,
is
hold
there
on.
any records of that?
Who was Lauren married to, actually? Was Lauren married to Guy?
I don't think so. Lauren was just married to, like, some dude.
Oh, that's right. Lauren is a Roottrees. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, and where's...
Well, yeah, but I'm saying in the story, he's saying, like, they got separated for a little while because he was in, like, the army or whatever.
Yeah, and I just remember Lauren also had a husband that was in the army. Where is Guy on the main timeline? Here. Okay. Okay. Right. I forgot. He didn't have any kids with his actual wife, but several with affairs.
Yeah,
that's right. And we don't have any pictures of him either, like new pictures anyway. Well, except for the one with Joanna.
My brain. I feel like we're like just missing one thing and it's driving me fucking up the wall.
We're probably missing a periodical. That's probably what it is, because there's like a periodical we haven't found yet. And once we find it, we can search periodicals and like come up with a whole bunch of new info. I'm willing to bet that's what it is. It's, if we just had that one periodical, we could be like, that feels like, well, that's what it is. Because periodicals is usually where we even get our pictures from anyway.
And we looked up Christine Farrow, right?
We did. No results.
Wait, hold on. If her name was Farrow, what was her mom's name?
Elizabeth? You want me to look up Elizabeth Farrow?
Right in the periodicals as well.
No.
Are we go back to the like her name in the secretary book or whatever? Smith had a daughter who Sam never met, but was one of Guy's secretary.
Yeah.
Okay, so go to the list of secretaries.
And this is where we found Christine Farrow is no longer listed, but Christine Garland is not. Yeah.
Oh, are we spelling it right? P-H-A-R-O-A-H?
Oh, maybe not. Okay, copy. Let's try that again.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, well, nothing
That's
there.
right in the.
Nothing.
Fuck. And then did we spell this correct whenever we looked up Christine? Doesn't seem like it's leading anywhere, but
Okay.
well, maybe we can look up kind of a long shot.
Okay.
I wonder if you can look up James and Robert Ferraro or whatever.
No, it wouldn't be James and Robert Farrow, because that's the mom's name.
Yeah,
It'd be...
I know their name would normally be Garland, but maybe one of them actually has the mom's last name.
All right.
I don't know. I told you it's a long shot. I'm just trying shit. James Christine for James.
Nope. And
Try the periodicals too.
yeah, okay. Nope.
Nope. I didn't figure, but it is at least worth trying, I guess.
I'm telling you, we're just missing a single periodical. That's probably all it is. And once we get it, we'll start getting things like wildfire.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't get that. Oh.
We're literally just missing like something that has a picture of this fucking family. Can you search the Mark Zimmer guy again in the spider search or whatever?
Okay.
I feel like we had something on him at one point, yeah. Details, focus on cooking and natural ingredients. You saw what it is. Damn. One book clerk says the publishers weren't prepared for the man. Then we searched Steve Garland, right?
Yeah. Whoops. Nothing there, but we found something for him in the periodicals at the very least.
Yeah, we did find stuff in the periodicals, but ugh. What the fuck are we missing? I feel like there's like some very obvious.
The Power Wash DLC because I'm playing my own company.
What?
No, I was confused because I got finished with that village and I was gonna start the Adventure Time. Like, why can't I have access to it? I forgot I had picked up Power Wash 2 before you did. You did, so I was using my own copy.
Oh.
That's crazy. Oh my god, my brain is fried.
It sounds like it was a good thing I let you sleep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss.
Okay, we still have one more thing with the notable events, apparently. Anonymous, we already did. It didn't really lead us anywhere, but 5Ps, we already did. Reach Romania, Clark. I don't know why Clark has things. Considering it's not like he had any affairs.
Oh, who knows? Jeez.
I don't know, I guess I'll look into this again.
Can we just hit the hint button already? I feel like my brain is completely fried.
Alright. Found a lot of important information in your last investigation. Now that some time has passed, it's worth looking into some of it again.
That was unhelpful.
Reminders, your evidence goes over the most important people and events from the last investigation. Okay, this is just telling us to just look up stuff that we've already looked up before, so... I mean, I guess we haven't really been doing that. We've been trying to find new stuff instead of revisiting old stuff, right? So...
Yeah.
What's some old stuff we could try looking into? Like, let's look at the big family tree and see if there's any old stuff worth... I don't know, let's look into Gwen Roottrees. I remember her being she was like a big deal in the original. She was like the actor. How do you spell her name again? Is that with two N's? Yeah, Gwen. was a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. Her biggest roles in minor hit Guys Like Us. She died in Paris, France about 3 weeks ago after leaving Hollywood. She made no effort to stay in the limelight, and most obituaries tend to focus on her largest role, Guys Like Us. Not much is known about her death, except that it was announced that she died peacefully in her sleep while being treated for a sudden severe case of pneumonia. Before that, she had apparently been in relatively good health, and according to her friends and family in Paris, she was 67. Oh my god, guys. She was...
Wow.
She was...
6'7".
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know, Guys Like Us. Starring Harrison Lane. Formulaic. Recently re-released due to Roottrees. This time to manufacture and ship some VHS copies. That creates recipe. Did something else in there and talks of a remake. Okay. I mean, it's all still new, right? Because it says there is an older version, so. She died of a genetic disease known as Huntington's. The neurodegenerative disease most recognizably causes memory issues and uncontrollable movements in the limbs. After system onset, those affected by Huntington's typically live another 15 to 18 years after abortion. There is no cure. Huntington's passed genetically from parent to child. The gene that causes Huntington's works in such a way that a parent has the 50% chance that their child will get it. Huntington's cannot be passed on recessively, meaning it cannot skip a generation. In other words, if someone has a mother or a father with Huntington's, but they themselves do not receive it from a parent, their children and their grandchildren so on will never have it. Okay. Okay, so what is this telling us?
Go back. Leslie Florence. Look her up in the periodicals, maybe? This Leslie Florence person? Nope.
It's old. Okay. Well, Harrison Lane.
Guys Like Us.
No. This is Guys Like Us.
Well, I was gonna say maybe look Guys Like Us up in the periodicals. I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
I'm so out of ideas. I'm just cooked. I'm cooked, chat.
Maybe I could look fucking Huntington's in the periodicals. No. Huntington's, why would it give us this? It feels like it should be relevant. Is this saying, hold on. Is this saying Leslie died of Huntington's or that Gwen died of Huntington's?
As the other actress in Guys Like Us, she has a very supporting role in her performance that goes generally thought it was quite good. Even with the success and acclaim, she retired from home almost immediately after her co-starring role. Not much was known about her until recently when Guys Like Us was released at the tail end of Roottrees. Recently, as part of the myriad of articles and research people have done into the surrounding of Roottrees, it came out that she died of a genetic disease known as Huntington's in the late 1960s.
Because Gwen also died.
Well, yeah, but she died of pneumonia.
Oh, okay.
And also, she died like 3 weeks ago or something, they said.
It seems weird that they would give us all that information if it wasn't relevant.
Oh, no, I definitely also think it's really weird. I wonder if her co-star isn't like
one of
the illegitimate children. Probably because Gwen is like super old, right?
Well, Gwen's dead now. She was 67.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, she was one of the 60s kids. Yeah, she's on the same as Guy, so...
Yeah.
This wouldn't have been one of Guy's illegitimate kids. This would be someone older than Guy.
Well,
So it'd probably be...
Well, the only person older than Guy would be Elias, but I'm pretty sure that's Beth.
Well, yeah, I'm saying if you're going that route, that you think this lady is relevant, that she would have to be like Elias's illegitimate child or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Not that she had an affair, but that she's one of the children.
Right.
It would be the only way that would be any relevant at
solved
all.
the issue of the thing with the package. I forgot.
Oh, that's good.
Everything's fine now.
What?
That's good.
I also may have spent another 5 minutes grabbing dinner.
Okay.
Oh my god,
What
this
did you
is...
fix?
Package.
IRL sibling had a package. I couldn't find it. It was in the mailbox.
man.
I didn't have the mail key.
The mail. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Apartment.
I'm so cooked. I need somebody else to like put on their thinking cap and step in because my brain is cooked.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Ron was on the President Roottrees during the Roottrees Rift. Because Ron was Gwen's son.
Okay.
She died in Paris. Brother Robbie. Okay, well, what if I look up Robbie as well? Released from French prison. Okay. Years of assault, his embezzlement, and arrest were partially featured in 6 pieces, as Robbie's participation in the clan's trust was a key piece of evidence in Sam's favor. Sam's become more publicly infamous. He has not yet returned to the United States, but when journalists reached out to him recently after the death of his mother, he had issued a blanket statement a few days ago. The death of my mother was hard on our family, my brother and I. After spending time together, caring and mourning, we have finally made amends. It was highly transported weeks when it came to our relationship. I'm in recovery of my addiction, and a major aspect of the process that I wish to stay private.
Okay. Try periodicals maybe?
Oh, for like Robbie and Ronald?
Yeah, or whatever. Sure, why not? Fuck it.
Oh, Hadley, yeah. Dinah to Hadley is saying the hint told them to look up older stuff, and that's what we're doing. So the hint,
We're looking at the older things.
yeah, the hint
Like
basically,
the time travel archives.
yeah, the hint basically said, hey, look up some stuff from the previous investigation. Maybe it'll help you. Oh, Robbie's arrest. Wait, this is old.
Oh, from not Roottrees Manium?
Well, the Roottrees Rift is the one we're probably looking for.
Yeah, I just. Yeah, that's old. Yeah. Article mentions that nobody from Roottrees reached out who was willing to go on record and said the timeline events had been put to public record, excellent leak source on the inside. Actually, I preliminary wrote after Carl Roottrees died before the release of 6 pieces and decided they wanted Ron Roottrees to take over because of experience running RR Productions and because he was a well-known and well-respected Roottrees. But Ron seemed way too eager and personally motivated, and they were worried that he would get the clan's trust to remove Robbie Roottrees. Family was notorious unwilling to do anything that would risk their wealth, and they saw Ron became frustrated with delay. When 6 pieces came out, he saw his chance of force action while the family was in limelight and then released press. Cost Chaos and family tried to save face by allowing Ron to take over as co-president with Clark, according to Business Watch's source. Ron was impossible to deal with. He seemed like unwilling to protect the clan's trust, and they eventually let him go. After that, the role passed solely to Clark, who nobody was excited about, but it seems like the safest choice. Okay, so it's no. Okay, so now it's actually just Clark, not Clark and Ron. They actually fired Ron, I guess. So Clark really is just the president now.
How does any of this help us, though?
I don't know. Hello, I love Sandy Water. Who was I? I was about to look up someone. Oh, Carl, just to see if that had any new information. It's all like you tell Carl and Brother Roottrees never had any marital issues. You came across an article about Christine Valdez, who claims to have been Carl's high school sweetheart before Brenda. She does not make any claim about having a child with him. She just appeared to be paid to talk about his early life. Most of it's boring. She said that that they met when they were sent to private school, hometown break up when he graduated and moved out. Okay. Well, that doesn't seem like anything, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fuck.
Carl died in a plane crash near the end of the year, along with his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, and his wife Brenda. Pretty familiar with the moment in history by now. Story plane crash, archives, no usual information. All girls, Ernie Jr. Wait, hold on. Time travel interface? Hold on. Is this the periodical I need?
Is it?
Is it? Time travel girls, cutting our services, parts, starting.
Oh, Wayback Machine.
It allows you to build. Okay. How do I
Nice.
do that?
We have the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
Do you remember? You remember seeing on certain things where it said there was an older thing available via time travel?
Oh, is that? Oh, well, that actually
Yeah.
doesn't help us. Because
No, yes, it does.
that just shows us the original thing from the
That's-
main game, though.
And some of those could be useful, couldn't they?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I thought it was.
I'm
maybe.
I'm so cooked, man. I have no idea. I feel like we keep almost getting to something and then you just like smack into a wall. We have like 50 almost there fucking threads.
Hat. Yeah, so this is a time travel thing. This is. And this is all stuff from the original game. That seems like it would only be relevant to the original game.
Edit, some of it might not. You never know.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Can we see if the hint thing will tell us anything else? The hint thing's killing me, but I don't know what else to do.
Someone had a very useful website in the last investigation. I wonder if it's been updated.
Okay, that's so
Oh
unhelpful.
yeah.
Okay.
Chris Rafferty, sure, whatever. I'm like losing my fucking mind.
Do you remember
He
what
had
his
a
email was?
website.
Does anyone remember what his email address was?
No.
No. I don't remember how we found that. Hold on. Okay, so Chris. Right, he was the school. What school did he go to again?
How did we even find out he went to a school?
It was. Okay, the thing is that we found that
Like
out.
an art collage.
Yeah, we found that out in the old pieces of evidence, but we don't have those anymore. This is all the new stuff. That we don't even have the art collage anymore because that's all part of the first game or the first part.
I'll search Chris Rafferty in like the periodicals or something. I don't fucking know, man. I'm so brain cooked. I don't even care.
Hold on.
That's Carl Roottrees.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Because that was the guy who gave us the pictures, right, of the cousins or whatever.
Can we try
Yes.
looking into the root tree curse, maybe?
Roottrees curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
During your initial search, you came across Thomas Overwood's conspiracy page about the Roottrees. 8 months later, the page still exists and is thriving. The visitor counter has reached 7 digits. Many older articles have been replaced. It seems like a recent uprising in the Roottrees news has left Thomas Overwood with a constant stream of events to base new theories on. More than one of his theories involve Roottrees' deaths being faked. According to Overwood, statistically, you have many high-profile people who died in a family, faking their death, just math. We found focus on death faking seems to coincide with the post mentioning that he's begun to believing guy's not dead theory. Huh. Oh, you were the postal dude. Okay. Well, hello, welcome back. My oven
Can you send my
open.
position?
Sorry, what?
I heard Postal doing it, and I'm like, hey, would you like to sign my petition?
Oh yeah, that was the whole bit he was doing that one time. My oven open all the beginnings. Okay.
Like postal. Heck yeah.
one is post the use of belief that Ron Roottrees is still in charge. When the Roottrees' death was fake, and that Clark is the only there to throw people off. Apparently, this allowed Ron to travel to France to develop their new candy recipe in secret. Another's about to prepare for 5-piece. He can't possibly be a Roottrie. One of his first albums, he was performing under the devil name. Actually mentioned he wanted to have sex with Rihanna. Not even Sam Madison is spared. According to Overwood, the author of 6 Pieces isn't real. Sam Madison is an anagram for Am Madness. So purposely leaving hints for us. He claims by using 6 Pieces with Lawrence Roottree's book. Well, the one-time bet. And crypt the cipher. Most cipher seems to be meaningless, but he managed to pick out the words people and vastness and is figuring out what it means. So I requested at the bottom next year 2000 is leap year, and Overwood's looking for funds for volunteers to catch the Roottrees red-handed in Operation RT-29. He specifically mentioned not to volunteer if you ever drunk spirit cola. It doesn't go into why.
What's on the older article?
The older article. Oh, here we go.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And this is a new thing. Cryptography prodigy site seems to be discovered by the masses. Gone are the art pictures of his cousins. It's a list of questions people keep emailing him. The most relevant ones are the following. Are you the son of Clark Rafferty? Yes, but I didn't grow up with him. I remember him from when I was a little kid, but I moved away with my mom when I was very young. We left Pennsylvania and moved back to home to Virginia. We lived there when with Pete, my stepdad. My dad and I spoke a few times when I found his phone number. I was 15. He said to hear from me, and he calls me once a month and came to visit me in college. He tells me things I don't remember, and people like Guy Hudson and Ernie Madsen. My dad and I get along, but obviously we aren't very close. Did you ever meet the Roottrees? I used to know the Roottrees, but never the sisters. I was in the office sometimes when I was a kid, but I definitely met Guy Hudson before he died. Memory's weird. Blah, blah, blah. Photo. Okay. He approves about Ernie Madsen's heart condition. I know Ernie had a heart problem because my dad told me one of their phone calls. Poisoning that's on a Roottrie Curse website and emailed me some stuff including proof. Okay. Spelled fiance wrong. I'm not good at spelling and writing. I'm good at painting and other art. I'm going to school learn how to edit movies. I want to make cartoons someday. Lulu is much better at spelling. Well, we have pictures now. We have some pictures.
Photo was on Clark. According to this photo, it's a photo of him, his father, Guy Hudson, talking to the fly they kept for visitors and shooters. Does not know who the woman in the photo is.
So that's definitely one of the people that Guy had an affair with. But first, okay, so add this, and add this.
Okay.
So that would have been, he's like
What?
a kid in this picture.
Yeah, what year was that?
Does it say?
No, but it looks like very...
When I was 5. So how old is he currently?
Super
When I
duper
was
old.
15, so he's older than 15.
The opposite of his cousin said it's a list of questions.
Doesn't say here either.
Try putting it on the secretary lady.
Okay. Well, it's currently 1999, and he's more than 15. But what I know he's older than 15. It's older than 15. But what would 15 years ago be? That would be 90. No, 84.
Okay, on unrelated news and a good news for politics, The Onion had the chance to do the funniest thing ever and has now officially, for real this time, taken over InfoWars.
I did hear about that. It is pretty great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because here's the thing, right? He's in college, which actually means he's probably in his 20s. So that would be.
So it would have been like at least 15 years ago that he was
Well, if he's in his 20s, then so 19.
well, yeah, but if he's 5 in the photo, so then it has to be minimum 15 years.
I guess that's true. And that would be 80.
The Onion was a good company ? I haven't been reading up on a lot.
No. Well, yeah, the Onion's a parody.
They're best known. Yeah.
Yeah,
do a
the
lot of
Onion
funny
makes up
parody
fake fake joke
That's
articles.
Let's talk about that one time when they were where scientists successfully taught gorillas that they will all die someday.
Oh.
These are very exciting times.
Okay, do you think this woman looks
It
like...
does kind of.
Alex Jones forever.
She does kind of look like those two. Oh my fucking god!
Nice.
Oh, I want to die.
Oh. Bro.
No. There you go. The statue was right.
Oh my god.
We did it, sort of.
She has another picture? Oh my god.
Of course she does. Why not?
Okay, well,
Oh,
regardless, we locked some things in. We have locked some things in.
we made some sort of progress. I was hoping what's their fuck would stop by and like give us like a big fucking envelope or something.
Yeah,
but I guess not.
That would have been nice.
Unless you have any other ideas, though, I think we need to go back to the hints because I don't fucking even know where to start.
Yeah, but in other good news, Garland Steven is correct, which means this is in fact...
Yeah.
Yeah. We just need their pictures. If we have their pictures, we can just fill them all in, and that's 3 right there. 3 out of the 4 we would need to lock in more people.
Do we have any that were wrong?
Yeah, the fucking military girl.
That's so strange. Okay, interesting. Is that the only wrong one? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Unless you have an idea of where to look next,
God, not really. What were we doing before we did this?
I don't fucking remember. We were trying to figure out who the chef family was and find their pictures.
Yeah, and I'm still willing to bet we're just missing a periodical somewhere. Okay, well... Spirit Cola? Okay. Okay, well, who else in the family could we look into that might give us... We still need... No. Well, we don't know who Stuart Clementine's spouse is. But I don't really know how that helps us at all. We don't know anything about Elias yet. We don't know anything about his kids. Well, I mean, we know about all of his kids except for the one here. The 7-piece, I guess you could say. Hold on.
Hell yeah, there's so many pieces at this point.
This is so dumb. This isn't gonna work. No. Okay, it was worth a shot.
You're worth a shot of cuteness.
Wow.
I mean, he already has a cute. He doesn't need any additional cuteness boosters.
Oh, God. Stretch.
That would be funny, yeah. Okay. There's one more affair that guy had that we don't know anything about. Because we have the David Fellows guy, we have the chefs, we have the Anonymom, and we have the principal. But we don't have whoever this is.
Damn. I don't know. I don't know where else to fucking look at this point. I'm so strapped for ideas. I feel like I need like something like a thread to pull on, and there's no threads.
On your threads.
Okay. McCarran's Brew House lead to another Boston restaurant. You should look into it. Okay.
Wait, it does?
Apparently.
What the fuck? Are we stupid?
I mean, I did mention something about Boston, but...
What the pair... Sites to drink, including former president. There's also Felix and Intelligence that mention McCarran's as well as one of those which at the site to say this about local and regular. Stevie G wrote a book about food. Give a shout out when
Oh, Fried Eye?
Fried Eye?
I guess we never looked that up.
They don't have a website, but Manila's and It's not fully a restaurant, just a front door and a very small. Oh my god, it's their fucking restaurant.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we're so fucking stupid, Nick.
Not the braided bread. Okay.
I knew we were just missing like one fucking search.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember we had never looked up the restaurant.
Well, I thought we were looking for the website for the restaurant, but then we're like, oh wait, maybe they didn't have a restaurant because it said they had a fucking home kitchen, whatever.
God. Oh, we did it. That will like fill in like 3 spots or whatever. I think.
Will it? I mean, we still don't have any pictures yet.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying whenever we get to the end of this fucking rabbit hole, because now that we can continue searching it, we'll get the 2 kids and the mom. And then we just have to figure out the fucking Clementine lady, whatever we did wrong there.
Yeah.
Because if we have the 3 kids and if we have the 2 kids and the mom, then we know that those 3 are correct and we need 4 to progress. So we could technically like just start changing stuff on the Clementine one until it fucking locks in.
The Millionaire Picnic is a comic book store in Cambridge, Massachusetts, the oldest comic book store in the United States, named after a short story by Ray Bradbury. If you decide to visit the Millionaire Picnic, first time after playing this game, please tell the owner, Tony, that you heard about his store from the video game The Roottrees Are Dead by Jeremy Johnson. Fair warning, he has no idea I did this and will probably be somewhat confused if you're the first person to tell him. That's pretty funny.
Nice. Okay.
Hold on. I can probably look that up too. It probably won't lead anywhere because it seems like just a gag, but you never know.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, go back to the restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
Try something.
Oh wait, did I look up this?
These things?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. Nothing seems okay. As far as I can tell, nothing besides Fried Eye seems to connect to your search anyway. But I can search that up in the periodicals potentially.
Yeah,
Nothing?
that's what I was gonna say.
Really?
Go back to Fried Eye, I guess.
Wow.
Yes, I'll find a short story listed called My Boston Homepage. Whoever runs this page seems to just link random sites related to Boston. Has this to say about Fried Eye? Wicked overrated. I saw it in Chef's Signature, so I went there, and there was a huge line, and they didn't have a single meat dish.
Okay, actually, Chef's Signature. That's probably the periodical I'm missing. Oh my god!
Hooray!
Hooray.
Huzzah!
Okay.
Now we're cooking.
Oh my god. Okay. So now that
Now you can search Fried Eye, probably.
Oh yeah, probably.
Dun.
Yeah.
And we got pictures! Yes!
Let's
Nice.
fucking go!
Yo.
Oh my god. Okay.
Finally, progress. Thank fucking God. I feel like we've been in limbo for 1,000 years.
Okay, yeah. Here.
Okay.
Well, there's
who
only-
are these?
There's only 2. We only got the kids. We've
Okay.
only got the
that's fine,
kids
'cause
though.
but we can read that article that was associated with it, and that'll probably lead us more places.
Signature, a nationally published magazine targeted towards fans of unusual restaurants, featured James and Robert Garland on the cover of November 1998 issue. According to the article, the two brothers own a small walk-up window in Boston called Friday, a play on tie-dye shirts that the servers wear. It exclusively serves vegetarian dishes. Most of the offerings are heavily inspired by powerful spices found in Thai and Indian food. Their signature dish is the samosa cone, which from a distance somewhat resembles a traditional ice cream, complete with waffle pattern. Instead, it contains fried potatoes, pureed peas, carrots, and special ginger baked sauce.
Gross.
Robert, who is 30 years younger than James. Okay, so
Robert's the younger.
Yeah, Robert's the younger one. Do we have that? Yes, okay. Jokes that although they let him deglade to wear the shoe Seth jacket his whole life, he doesn't mind. Okay, so Robert's the one in the jacket. Okay. Okay. As a rule, James answers most of the universe questions. James credits his love of food to culinary skills to upbringing. Most kids hate vegetables growing up, but they don't have parents like we did. My father was a chef, and my mother grew up on a farm that supplied his restaurant.
I like vegetables.
That's how they met. I haven't had any memories from before I could even talk, but they told me stories. Dad's a great storyteller. He told me that he wrote a book that partially helped fund Fried Eye. When we moved, we were looking to open up their own restaurant together. Unfortunately, they never got it off the ground. See, that's why. So they never did own a restaurant. Instead, the kids did. Okay.
Okay.
Before they were old enough to go to school, he spent those minutes with my aunt. The dinner where he worked, Dad had no room for experimenting, so he exercised his skills at his off days. We'd always go shopping and as cook as a family on those days, even though we were hyper kids running around and causing ruckus. Some of our family's favorite memories were all together. Mom always had the best eye for vegetables for him to work with and did the best to pass that on to us. According to the article, their parents, who are now retired, visit Friday often and have signature dish, the Sistine apple. Apple pie was made my mom's favorite. My dad had always had the stupid line, loving apple pie. Most realize that a Sistine Chapel pun and assume it's all there is to it, but it's actually named after them, sort of. Okay. Yeah, worth a try. But we could probably look up Steve Garland now that we have this. No? Really?
Try looking.
Ben? BBG?
Try looking. Oh yeah, that is a thing,
God damn
isn't
it.
it?
Damn.
I forgot about Stevie G. Stevie G.
Even though we talked about it multiple times, Steve.
Well, you didn't spell Stevie, I didn't think, right?
Did I not? Well, where did I find that?
The bar restaurant.
Stevie
the
G.
Macaron. Stevie G.
Nope.
Search. Nope. Okay. Shit.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that we made progress, but we still need to find the mom. No, that's still just this. What if I... Okay, can I do Christine Garland? No.
We'll try the Farah.
Well, I'm assuming if it was in Seth's signature, it would be her married name, but... How do you... Is that how you spell it? Did I spell that right?
I don't fucking know, man.
Pharaoh. Pharaoh. Yeah. Yeah, I spelled it right.
Damn. Well, it says we got 3 clues here. Our history is that the age difference left them designated to where this is. Jane's credits his love to their upbringing. My kids, most kids hate it, but they don't have parents like we did. My father was shipped on a farm that supplied his. How they met. I don't have any memories from the farm or anything like that since we moved here.
What did Dinah do?
Dinah's like, imagine for some reason they start requiring 5 halfway through, and that would suck.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
Yeah, let's not invite that.
Okay, wait. What was the name? Now, okay, now that we have Chef's signature, maybe we can look up the original restaurant that led us down the rabbit hole. What was it called again? Artinelli's. Yeah, Seth's signature. Only one Artinelli's ever been featured in Seth's signature is called Artinelli's Attic, and they're a dessert restaurant that serves a variety of dishes that meant to evoke a negative part of the house. This includes their signature dish cobbler, which is Kenny. It's lost the top bake. I'm gonna call it a bowl. Okay. The restaurant
is tasty. I want that.
What?
It seems like this isn't relevant.
Yeah, it literally says that at the bottom.
Well, fucking... Fuck.
My brain hurts.
You have a cute brain. It can't hurt that bad.
I'm too full of stupid.
Okay, what if I... No. I don't know. I'm just thinking now that we have the periodical, maybe anything related to food.
Yeah, I'm so lost. Duck, help us! Duck, save us! Thomas Overwood's page mentioned a curious new conspiracy theory. What?
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to that, I guess. Go away.
Get out of here, Duck. You've done your part.
Oh yeah, the fake death. This guy's not dead. I guess I can search that up. Well, I got a picture. I got four pictures from that.
Oh my god, are we stupid?
Why didn't we do that?
I don't know. I thought about doing it, but then I went down a different rabbit hole instead, and I just never went back to it.
Leave the holes alone. Leave them.
Wow.
I mean, you know how I feel about going down them rabbit holes.
Oh my god. Yumi, give me your rabbit hole.
Oh my god. I'll explode.
Cicely Sanchez?
I guess I could be convinced.
Okay.
Cicely Sanchez.
That's I already looked into her before. It was a whole thing. Portrait of Change Man. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, she's the author.
Well, let's go look at her pictures.
Is this the fucking thing that I've been looking for? Oh my god. It is. It's the book that went unpublished that they never fucking gave the name of.
Yeah.
How? It's crazy because that doesn't even seem relevant to the thing that. Whatever. Whatever.
Changed Man? Did we look up Changed Man? That sounds like a book, I assume.
Changed Man. Okay. So, hold on. So, book title: Changed Man by Cicely Sanchez.
Rabbit hole. Oh,
Nope.
fuck, that's
Okay.
a song that exists.
The book they asked me to write sounded great, but then none of the stuff that made him interesting was allowed to stay. Chop, chop, snip, snip, anything with even the slightest thread to Guy's image ended up gone zero. At his core, Guy was not complicated. In fact, I think I could boil him down to two traits. First, he wanted to be seen as the second coming of the Great Elias Roottrees. And second, he'd never be satisfied living the life needed to be seen that way. He had his fortune and good looks, and he really liked to exploit that to pick up women, but he couldn't let anyone else know. So it cost him a lot to cover it up. That was the only interesting aspect of Guy. He was James Bond trying to convince people he was Mr. Rogers, I guess.
Also,
Okay, well, that implies that he's cool, and he's not cool.
Yeah.
He sucks, actually.
Glenna says that they're not lying. Antonelli is actually a surprisingly common name for restaurants. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that before.
It's not the best metaphor, but Last Root 2 is boring as all hell and all about family. Guy did everything he could to be seen that way. After I sent my first draft, he sent me this garbage book, The Roottrees Legacy, with Elias on the cover. The last time he and I met, he had even switched out his orange suits for the same green ones Elias wore. And remember Fancy Flowers? Guy knew that part of Elias's legacy was the 5-piece flavors. So that's what Guy tried to do. Caviar is a disaster. Oh, I forgot about caviar flavored candy.
Yeah.
But it was actually somewhat popular in Brazil for whatever reason.
Oh, that's probably why he built a factory in Brazil.
To open the Roottrees Brazil. Oh, I knew there was something to the fucking whole thing about a factory.
Oh my god. Okay, that's a lot of stuff to sift through. Hold on, and we'll get to that after this.
Did he have an affair with a Brazilian woman?
Might have. It's complicated. I had an out in my contract. Surprisingly, the guy signed the contract my lawyers wrote without running it by anybody in his legal department. I could pull my name off the book at any time, but Guy still got the content. After I left, it probably got a lot harder to convince any real publisher to give it their time. If I had to guess, his family very wisely put a stop to it in 1981. Months after I had already moved on, he called me back and showed me a final draft. Do you know how expensive it is to publish one copy of a book? It had my name on it in big, shiny, embossed letters. Like all problems in his life, throwing money at me was his attempt to win me back. But it had the page count and the narrative was torn to bits. No thanks, the diner was good. Imported steak that likely cost as much as a month of my mortgage. We all got pretty drunk. He sent his mistress, Susie something, into the bathroom to proposition me. Oh my god. Poor girl, I remember her from our trips overseas. She was too good for him. Anyways, he died soon after, and that was the last that ever came up.
Okay, hold on. Susie, is that someone I already
Susie.
have? Susan, yeah.
Susie something. Okay.
Susan Ford. I'm willing to bet that's it.
The
Also, she says win me back, which leads me to believe that she's actually this one.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Well, yeah. But anyways, actually, I just get in the section of the guy to see why people were suddenly calling me up to ask about the van. I'd say she did well for what she had to work with. She only had rumors, whereas I spent time tailing him. Sometimes he knew, sometimes he didn't. He invited me to join them when dealing with Roottrees Brazil, but I actually had people on him when he went to Australia, France, and China too. When he met with someone, I'd figure out who they were and how they were involved, doubly so if the meeting happened when he didn't want me to be around. Despite his best efforts, I got the whole truth, including things even his family never knew. For example, the daughter of his business partner in Australia, I think her name was Robin. He and she definitely spent a few nights together that he didn't want his family to know about, but I did.
Okay, Robin, hold on. Before we move on, do we have anyone named Robin? No.
Well, that's in the Brazil story, so we have to find somebody named Robin related to the Brazil stuff.
Yeah.
But we can do that later. Sam mentions guys' affairs and treats them like most people would logically think to treat them, like the infidelity was a problem for Patricia. When his wife first approached me, though, it wasn't to talk, if you get my meaning. Ho, ho, ho. Bruh, Guy and Patricia were like, we noticed you across the bar.
Oh my god.
On paper and in public, it was a marriage like any other. Reality is more of a mutually beneficial arrangement. They both got what they wanted out of it. I mean, it does make Guy slightly less of a piece of shit if his wife was involved and it was all consensual.
That is true. Women, Patricia enjoyed the company of women, and the swinger scene made it more accessible. Okay.
So they really were like just going up to random women and like, me and my husband noticed you across the bar.
Okay, that actually makes me.
Hey, you're...
Yeah,
are you done to be with me?
I mean,
if I had said, I found out later if I had said next question would have been whether or not her husband actually had to be there too. Oh my god. Guy on the other hand was she refused, but they did proposition her.
Okay. So that
an institutional marriage and at the same time could bet any woman that he found him charged.
Okay, so that tells me that Susie, what's her name?
Susie something.
Cicely Sanchez never actually, like, I think maybe they might have like had sort of a thing, but they never actually like had the affair that led to childbirth or anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think they even slept together because it says that that they got proposition. She got proposition and she said no, thank you.
Yeah, so that means that this is probably that Robin person.
Okay, so we need to find Robin in the.
Okay. Region Brazil. Rope translating finding information about it. Brazil is the only region in which caviar flavored 5 pieces released were a hit.
Is there like really a caviar candy in Brazil that's popular? It sounds fucking disgusting.
I don't know. The factory still exists solely to create that flavor, which comes in its own standalone 5-piece bag with Portuguese writing. A small town named Alavagos near the municipality of São Bernardo do Campo. I don't know. We need to get Floatzel in here. He's Brazilian.
He's Brazil. He's the entire country of Brazil.
Oh my god.
He is Brazil. What even is our Brazil?
Newly elected politician named Edson Soares.
Oh my god, there's like so much information. I feel like I'm being just like bombarded all of a sudden.
Oh my god. Yeah. Incidento do Boro in 1982. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. I'm trying.
We have like 12 different things we have to look up now, and none of this even mentions Robin.
Yeah.
So I guess we just start at one bullet point and make our way. Try searching it through its whatever the.
It's the game designer's name is Sherry Johnson. Okay. He did not want to offend any Brazilians with the tale he was writing that involved corruption and politics, so the small town he made up, Avagos, where the factory is located, invented mixing the other two regions, Interlagos and Avagos. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. I
know this is the name of the developer. Okay.
Go back, search the politician's name, I guess. Whatever.
Edson.
Edson Soares, because that seems to be where this is headed.
Roxy.
It's always politics with these fucking.
Yeah. Edson is a
guys.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Hadley?
What's up?
It's always it's always politics with politicians.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Damn, it's always politics.
Manufacturing background, American business, distribution plans. Okay. Poppy Mayor and heavily speculated to counter. His wife Sonia was discreetly put in charge of television, called the whatever. I'm not gonna try. I'm sorry. Having an election loss. Okay. Former television station Brazil. Graded to removal. Leadership. Do not have much to go on, and who ran it and when. Fuck. I'm gonna guess we probably need a periodical from Brazil.
I would assume so. Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. He said, okay, his wife Sonia, I'm guessing she would have the same last name. No, God, I accidentally hit copy instead of paste.
Oh my god. How are you so bad at typing?
I don't know.
He didn't play Typing of the Dead.
Yeah, I guess not. I feel like for as often as you use computers, you would... Oh, we got something.
Okay. Flavio Soares is a young Brazilian newscaster with a bit of a cult following, surrounding him, as put in polite terms, lewd, to fight something about fan fiction as a small section dedicated to him. It seems that a woman and some men of a wide variety of ages and writing skill tend to find him worthy of inclusion in their stories. You skim some of the tales. The common thread is that he's currently dating a supermodel named Ashley York. Many of the stories seem to ignore her existence or grow out of the picture quickly. Traditional. Okay. Golden-haired. Photo. Okay. So, it's a British supermodel who does that for perfume, clothing, jewelry. She become the subject of some controversy for past image. Was submitted by PETA for wearing fur in summer magazines. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna go use the restroom and try to cool my brain.
Okay.
Because it's fried.
He's gonna cool it with nicotine.
Oh my god.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh my god. There's so much. Sonia Alves? Oh.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, well. Oh yeah.
What? Oh yeah.
There's another picture I got that I didn't even look at until now. Okay, not able to. So this seems like maybe the Brazilians, and also I think that might be Susie or Susan, whatever her name was. Does that look like the same person? No, maybe. It might be. I'm gonna do that for now. And I think this is that. Okay. Producing her book. Yeah, there's a scam bot. Hold on, I just remembered I need to get rid of that block.
No.
I keep getting them. It's really annoying. Okay, so that's that. And this is... Oh! Okay, the photos from the first magazine interview with Cicely Sanchez and the picture that issued Picture magazine came out of pulled from shelves you managed to find online. This is okay, so these are the pictures I was looking for. Non-labeled individual photos, both photos and abuse in her book. Okay. So this is finally the picture I needed of Zach. So now the main family tree finally is complete.
Nice.
Let's actually switch this up and have that be that and that be that, just because order of, timeline order. Well, actually, if I'm doing timeline order, then oh, okay, well, I'm gonna have to switch some around later then. Anyway, what was I doing? Flapiosaurus. Okay. Wait. Okay, he actually looks young, relatively. So I wonder if he's... Yeah. That would make sense, I think. Okay. And then he worked television until 1988, where they were celebrating his prohibited reform. She felt this targeting a community company using her now television person. Listeners unmarried, did not go in any relationship. Stayed out of the spotlight. She didn't even appear at shareholder meetings. She sent a proxy. Okay. And Suarez. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay. The mother's party. Yeah, so Flavio, yeah. Yeah, okay. So the mom, okay. So Flavio Suarez. And this would be, her name was Sonia Alves. Her occupation, CEO, I guess. She owns a media company. Yeah. His occupation. What was he again?
News anchor.
News. The news is...
Yeah, news anchor. And the guys... I'm just gonna... People for ethical treatment notes, okay. Doesn't actually help me that much. Brazilian newscaster, but cult of following. Okay. And how did I get to him again? Sonia. Right. Edson Suarez. Okay. Edson Suarez. Okay. Cool. Look at that. We got this done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Actually, shouldn't that be 4?
Flip the pictures of the two boys.
Hold on.
Flip the pictures on the boys.
No, because it mentioned that the younger brother always wore the sous chef outfit.
Yeah, like in a metaphorical sense, not a literal sense.
Well,
It didn't work anyways, but
are they both chefs?
maybe one. Oh, try changing the one guy to sous chef. See if sous chef is
How do you spell that?
PS something or SU.
It's SOUS, I think.
Well, it's not. No, that's not one of the options.
That's just how I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled, though. It doesn't mean it's an option.
Okay, what if I change her to like housewife? Because I still don't know why this is her. I still don't know why she's wrong. Nope. Okay, maybe Sonia's wrong. Maybe she's not a CEO, but I don't know what else you would call her. She owns a massive media group owned by and run. What would you call that other than a CEO? Advertising? Is that an option?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well that didn't work either. Her own media company. Company owns network television, magazines, newspapers, and advertising films. Lists her as unmarried? Oh, okay. That's why. Okay. So what do I have wrong here?
I don't know.
Squeak. Fuck.
Squeak.
Rar.
Right.
I know, rar, cackle. Also, that's a cute squeak.
Okay. Well, I guess that maybe that was a picture of her and I was right. But, okay. So I don't have her correct. Why not? What's wrong about her?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I've been visited again. That's nice. Oh, by Clark
Hey
and
there,
Sam.
it's us. So
Nice.
I just have to say, the work you're doing here is fantastic.
So fantastic, in fact.
There goes Clark. Always the bad cop. Go ahead.
Well, our law firm, Ruby Legal Enterprises, is having trouble keeping up. They're actually begging us to stop submitting new Roottrees. They said it's getting difficult to verify your progress.
Uh-oh.
Well, consider that a good thing. I told Clark you'd get results.
She says
Yep,
that like
yeah,
I didn't
yep.
believe her. Regardless,
They're
the
gonna
bad
increase
news is
them.
Oh my
it's
God,
gonna be
Dinah was
5
right!
potential tree editions
Dinah!
Before anyone locks in
Oh
from
yeah,
now
why'd you say
on.
that, Dinah?
Dinah!
Squeak. Angry squeak.
God.
Good
Please
luck.
squeak angrily.
And keep
Squeak.
up the good work.
I guess.
Are you guys
Fuck.
gonna give us anything or just make it harder for us?
Just make it harder for us.
Banging miseries.
Just
And I
make it
don't know
harder
shit
for
from
us.
fuck. I feel like I'm not even contributing. I can't think. I don't know. It's a.
I'm just here to chill and make commentary occasionally.
That is fair. I'm in the middle of an abandoned planet sent on a suicide mission down to Splunkin Caves.
Understandable.
Sounds fun.
Okay, so what's wrong?
It is. And then I start bleeding to death because I accidentally stepped on glass.
But the bleeding is the best part. I'm kidding.
Isn't it wild that we have two different people that
Something
should
you
be
would
correct,
say.
but we're like somehow missing something on?
Yeah, it's so totally cool. I love it actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say just put Damien in charge. I'm sure he'd love whatever you're doing down there.
Okay. I think this is now in timeline order. I know it literally doesn't matter, but it makes me feel good. Yeah, timeline order. All right.
Okay, do we have anything else to look up, or is it duck time?
I mean, we still need to figure out why she's wrong. So she's... What could be...
Maybe her name isn't actually whatever.
Run by a mysterious name named Sonia Alves. It seems so Alves is a common name in Brazil, so he shortened her name to Nia to stand out in the public's eye. But Nia would be... Her real name would be Sonia. Nia is the shortened version.
Have we looked her up in the periodicals or anything? Nope.
Whoops.
I've been power washing Adventure Time stuff.
Mr. My name was pen about our struggles of American due to lack of freedom of speech laws. There's been a story of her personal life, including her marriage in 1970. It's not of her own choice. Research claimed that she essentially had her husband forced upon her as a child, right? Oh, that's gross.
That is very gross, yeah.
That's awesome. I hate hearing that. I'm so sorry.
The final claim was that she must have made her money under the table through nefarious means during Brazil's dictatorship. Research uncovered that she could not possibly have earned enough to start a media company after making this.
Well, it doesn't seem like... I mean, she got married at a young age, sure, but the person she married to's name is Soros, and that's not the name she's using, so...
That's so gross.
It is.
Yeah.
So fucking gross. Ugh, poor lady.
Okay. Well, okay, we
Is
only...
that picture correct?
The picture's correct, yes, because it's... I mean, who else would it be, right?
This photo is from a magazine interview with Cicely and Piketty. The issue of Piketty magazine that came was pulled from the shelves. It is not labeled to individual photos. Both photos were instead under the shared. Cicely was proud of these photos.
Because I mean,
in the background of the photo, there is a Christmas tree.
It would have to be her photo, right? Because that's the guy, and that guy's correct.
Yeah, you would assume. Unless that's supposed to be...
That couldn't be Cicely, because Cicely, or whatever her name was. Cicely, yeah. Cicely's not actually on the tree, remember? She didn't accept the offer.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
So, as of right now, there's only really two things other than, you know, fixing whatever we got wrong and finding out what his spouse's name is. And that's finding pictures and I guess the occupation of the Nana Mom thing and Elias's children.
I don't know. At this point, I'm just saying consult the fucking duck.
Okay.
We're probably stupid.
Roottrees Brazil broke ground around Christmas, and you have a photo of a guy looking amorous at the time. Yeah, okay. It's divorced.
According to the articles, it's divorced. We also know that she has one child.
I know.
She is the woman in the fourth affair.
I
We know that.
Media mogul.
It's a media mogul.
What does that mean? Is that
media?
a?
Is that like?
Oh my!
Okay.
That's
well,
annoying.
that doesn't count as far as I'm concerned because that was stupid.
Okay, great. Well, global.
Have you looked into global initiatives of the Roottrees Corporation?
Okay. I mean, kinda. We have, but we only really looked into Brazil. Let's see. Roottrees Everywhere initiative. It coincided with some large changes in the company and it had mixed success. So you can tell different companies related to it were all formed in different ways, sometimes haphazard ways. There's minimal organized information about the following expansion that's itself online, but you can glean the following. Roottrees candy has been distributed globally to certain markets approved by Elias and then as early as the 1940s. This included places like Canada, Mexico, and some countries in Europe, also the UK. Roottrees Everywhere involved Roottrees expansion in other major markets that were assembled to be ready for Roottrees. This started with 4 that had no share in: Australia, Brazil, China, and France. Each country had a new company formed mostly by making deals with manufacturers. Roottrees Aus, Brazil, China, and France. Okay. I guess let's start with Australia. Roottrees Everywhere in summer 1979. According to history website, Charles Martin, who owned the company that factored licorice in Australia, was tapped to run the Roottrees factory, press American leadership. Austin had been successful only in certain regions. Manufactured leg of the company shuttered in 1992 after the death of Martin. Roottrees Austin now serves as an importer and distributor. Okay, well, let's look into him. Program Martin's Licorice Bullets.
Evis.
Bullets.
Okay, I thought I might leave the same place.
So we're having a good pull every now and then.
Yeah,
I love licorice bullets.
yeah. This is
Prepared to die with flavor.
no, like that's another way of saying to swallow a bullet, right?
Yeah.
To bite the bullet.
Yum 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 yum.
Tasty.
Very unusual business agreement with the
Client trust should be profits from the Roottrees company, evenly the Roottrees family. This week's flip between the American Roottrees company and the Martin himself for him to do what he wishes. So Martin very
Robin.
wealthy. Wait,
Robin
right?
Martin.
Huh? Oh my god.
Sorry, I've got ahead of you. Robin, they were mentioned, right?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
That name was.
She owns a private island on the coast of Australia where she reportedly has her own exclusive retreat. She has no husband, and there were widely circulated rumor where the mid-70s she had a medical procedure to ensure that she would never have children. Find a joke and I called edgy jokes that implies she's promiscuous and has a punchline involving Robin's eggs. For its worth, Martin seemed to lean into these rumors in the 80s. She once showed up at a charity function with 3 very attractive men, each wearing a shirt that simply said "Satisfied Partner" on it. Wow. All right,
Awesome.
enjoy your shower, Dinah.
Maybe look.
Moisturize me.
Moisturize me.
God,
Try looking her up in the periodicals, maybe.
Moisture.
The year after he died was combined with her inheritance, immediately catapulted to an almost unimaginable level of wealth. The writer of Business Watch seemed to disapprove of this move immensely. The article does touch on the amount of people who took over licorice division and became Michael.
My God.
To make a quick buck. The article ends with a dig at Robin's personal life and lack of traditional values, but who am I to judge? Maybe she sold it to ensure a better future for their own children. Oh, wait. Okay. Well,
Shut the fuck up. It's her money. She can do whatever the fuck she wants with it.
if she doesn't have children, then
If she wants to be a girl boss, she can be a girl boss.
if she doesn't have children, then would she even be listed here at all? Because it has.
Well, why is she being mentioned if she's not relevant? Because what I'm thinking, if you go down to the bottom of Elias's, I wonder if she wasn't,
one of these?
one of the last kids or one of the.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who was her mom again? Or her dad?
It said her dad was Charles Martin.
Yeah, so let's look him in the periodicals. That was legal digger. Legal leadership bill, Roottrees 19. Company statement, bit awkward. New venture down under, we're extremely impressed with Charles Martin and feel like this expansion heralds a new era for Roottrees that will last for years to come. Roottrees' found family. Charles' family has also impressed us, especially his daughter Robin. We know she'll continue to steer the ship just as Elias Roottrees' family continues to do so here in the USA.
She sure will, buddy. That's funny.
God. Well, what does that tell us, though?
Oh, we're still missing details. There's like 2 more countries to search. Let's go do that.
Okay. Yeah. China. Part of the retriever. China began through this Chinese. Lang Hongbo, who was said to be personally went over the Roottrees family as owner of multiple textile factories, did not wish to import ingredients and build a special factory to manufacture the candy in China. So instead, they made a deal to import bulk unpackaged Roottrees candy and label it not only for China but additional markets. Hongbo, who was already in his mid-50s when the deal happened, had only had daughters, and his brother Lang Hongyu took control upon his death in 1986. After Hongyu died in 1992, it passed to the oldest child of the next generation, Lang Xingbu. Okay, so there's a lot of names. Oh my God. Okay. Quotes from many different outside Chinese businesses. Rudimentary leadership timeline for the Lang family. Kind of looks like a family tree. Goes back 250 years. And China became... So Lang is his last name. Was the CEO. He died before the internet was widespread. There's not much out there. His younger brother. Featured on the current CEO, Xingpu, cited in her last name, though she does appear to his family tree. Lang Tai has a few American logos on its page, and one is the Roottrees logo, another Tran quilts, and the third is Piece of Asia. Okay. Okay, well that's... Okay. Name of ironic considering a lot of the quotes you've ever seen. Appears a import cloth, okay. Piece of Asia. American arm of Lang Tai located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. When I cite Tai and Lang Tai translates to peaceful, so they chose a name in America to match. There are a lot of companies listed here, too many to investigate. See fabrics at wholesale price. Husband, wife, Jerry and Linda Han. Their Chinese names are listed too. And from using an online translator, it seems Jerry Han Wenpei and Linda's Lang Xinpei. And so that's the most recent CEO. Okay. Okay, so that just leads back there. I can look up other people. Lang Hongbo. No. Lang Hongyu.
Hongyu.
That just leads back to the same thing, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. We should probably look these people up in the periodicals, I guess.
Okay. Nothing seems important except the mention in 1981. Jerry Han traveled from China to open the company, which is connected to a much larger company overseas called Lang Tai, connected to Roottrees. Not a factory, it simply imports and distributes Lang Tai products. Also mentioned that Jerry is the son-in-law of the current leader, Lang Tai. Someone close to the family, learns English was cool. He was actually raised to the ranks and expanded to research in America. Although Jerry's wife, Linda, doesn't speak English at all, she is currently taking classes and he is teaching her at home. She has always been a fast learner and he hopes that she'll be at least conversational by the time she gives birth. According to this article, this is not the first time they were in Butler. It was in the late 70s. The rest of the leadership, Lang Tai, were court to Roottrees. Seems the trip wasn't covered by the newspaper. There's also Business Watch. Not particularly helpful. Turns out because it doesn't involve like his business or medical industry. In vitro fertilization, IVF. Test tube baby. Okay. Do not need to give birth to her own genetics. Sometimes, for example, baby. Surrogate. A surrogate who gave birth not necessarily be on the charts unless she's also part of the family. Okay, so I guess that means IVF might be a thing we have to look out for. Daughter, husband, children. So in an attempt to create a suitable heir, he paid hygiene to have the child implanted into her older daughter who was unmarried. The cost of her is apparently a lot of money. Key Genes, medical company with operations in the US and China. They made international news in 1994 when the whisper came forward. Apparently their services in some cases were falsified, but they did not. While they did often perform IVF, the whistleblower proved that a few of their customers paid for a very different service, an alibi. The company would claim they perform IVF for someone who is already pregnant to create a cover story for high-profile families who don't want to give up their child but do not want to shame an unmarried mother. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see where this is going.
The whistleblower claimed that they had helped do this with at least 6 times, but only proved of one case, a daughter of an American politician who was unrelated to her investigation. Key Genes shut down soon after both founders have reportedly fled to Lebanon, where there's no extradition to either China or the US.
Damn. Okay, so the oldest daughter of the Chinese guy definitely is involved in some kind of scandal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who's his oldest daughter, though?
Good question. So, okay. Lang Hongbo, and then Lang Hongxiu. Lang
Jinyu? Who's Jinyu?
I'm pretty sure Jinyu is the youngest daughter, right?
Well, it says
No, Yang Jinghao. Oh, so Yang. Wait. The
so
current,
the
CEO,
current CEO is a woman named Zinyu. Who the fuck is this? We need to look her up.
She is. I'm pretty sure she's the oldest daughter. Fuck. Yin Yu.
We got something.
Lang Jinyu in China. Family came first, so Lang is her last name. Is a businesswoman currently running Lang Tai Textile Company. She was recently listed in an article on the website written by and for women. The article, entitled Empowered, is about the recent rise of women entrepreneurs in China. The article states that due to her lack of brothers... Wait.
She has a younger sister.
Yeah, so she's the older. So she's the one that...
So she is the older sister, yes.
The one that had the quote-unquote IVF. Elder uncle... controversial move amongst company employees. Some of them, the article is not. That's Quentin wrote a letter stating she must, of course, from no state. Since then, the company has been performing well. Her nephew, who is currently second in command, is expected to take over when she retires. In the meantime, the board stance has been a twist on the popular proverb. The article apparently translates to, as someone that has proven they can do something well, can do it 100 times well. An unproven leader could doom us all. The article offhandedly mentioned that Xenia was an early adopter of IVF and helped her sister have a child. Helped her sister have a child?
Yeah. Remember, she does the IVF to quote unquote have her sister's child.
Oh, right.
But
Okay.
like that company covers up unwanted pregnancies or whatever.
So that would mean she's having the child of her husband, her sister's husband.
It would mean that she got pregnant and then they made up the story to cover it up, and then her nephew is actually her son.
Yes, but that means that she got pregnant to her sister's husband.
No.
No?
Okay. She got pregnant to somebody in the fucking Roottrees family.
Okay, right.
The whole husband younger sister thing is literally just a cover story. Anyways, let's look at this picture of her.
From 1992, it said, by the way. So, fairly recent.
So this has to be... Wait, who the fuck was she messing around with? Jesus Christ, I'm so confused.
I don't know. Because, okay, so... Is the Anonymom thing actually just a red herring? Because I guess I did say that, you know, genetic testing proved that she actually wasn't related, but I thought maybe that... Could it be that she also got with Guy and I need to just clear all this out because this is actually irrelevant completely because it's like a red herring?
I guess, I don't know.
Because it wouldn't make sense for this to be Elias, right? Because that would have to stem from Bess. And we still don't know anything about this. Because Bess covered it up. She wrote a book about him being a family man. Didn't talk anything about her children.
Yeah, I'm like at a loss. Oh, it's 8:30, huh? Dang.
Okay, well, we can come back to this. Let's look up France real quick just to finish this trail. One of the companies created a manufacturer and distribute character company developed part of the Roottrees everywhere. Roottrees France is a non-starter. Negotiations break down pretty late in the process. The company had already been formed, and leadership Roottrees went through a very large change in after. See, Roottrees France was meant to be Tristan and Robert. So it actually seems like this didn't go anywhere. Alive, we come across some interview unrelated to Roottrees a few months ago. It seems that other countries have not been immune to Roottrees mania. As you recognize the word Roottrees in this question, seems the interview snuck in a question about experience at the company in the 70s. The article's in French. It takes some time to translate section by section. He mentions Guy first by name only, and then the tail's quite ugly. Hello, butterable water. Ah, fuck! You're making me hydrate. You're making me stretch. You're making me fucking posture check. Oh my god. Okay, I'm doing it. Stretch.
Big stretchies for kitties.
Hydrate, huh?
Okay, yeah, this is a dead end.
Yeah, you think so?
Basically, Guy was like, hey, do you want to sleep with me to that dude's wife? And then his wife was like, no, and then she told him about it, and he like punched her in the fucking face.
Oh, what the
Or
fuck?
punched him in the fucking face. Sorry, I meant to say punched Guy in the face. Yeah, so he punched Guy like in the fucking face. He's like, fuck you.
Alright, so this is actually just a dead end then.
Pokemon sidetracks the question a little bit? Hell yeah, Pokemon.
Pokemon. Good grief.
Don't worry, I don't think it will. I think it'll last. I got the feeling that it's gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we think? What are we thinking? Chinese woman. IVF.
Yeah, she would have went.
This would have been. That's what in 1992, so it would have been recent, right?
Well, no, that's a photo of her from 1992.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, even still.
Didn't the family go to negotiate with the Roottrees in the 70s? I feel like I remember that being mentioned.
Let me go back. Yeah, 1978.
So she would have given birth in like 1979, which would have been around Guy time. So
Yeah.
if we look at the dates on these in the timeline, because they do seem to be timeline ordered.
Okay, it does seem.
Yeah, so I think this is. Why
Uh,
did you put unknown occupation? She's a CEO.
right. I was just trying to clear it out, honestly. What's her name again?
Lang.
Well, Lang's her last name, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Xinyu.
Xinyu Lang or something, yeah.
Lang. And I'm guessing.
And then
Or
this is her nephew, who's
Xing
actually her
Yao.
son or whatever.
yeah, and Lang would also be the last name.
We don't have a photo of them though, but we can probably look up their name specifically.
Jin Yao. Yeah.
It mentions her nephew somewhere in there.
Yeah, here it is. Wait,
Xinyu.
daughter.
Oh, this is you need the oh my god, the article where we got the picture from,
Oh, right. Which one was that?
because it mentions her nephew in that one, which was I think it was the one where we searched her actual name.
And her name was Xing Yu, right?
Using you, yeah.
And
Take over her nephew, who's currently her second in command, expected to take over when she retires. Board stance has been a twist on the.
but it doesn't
Does it
actually
say
mention
what his name is. Pasta. And then problem there.
Okay, well we need to clear out the first name.
Yeah, we don't know what their name is yet or what their photo is.
I mean, we could try looking for a name that looks like it's Chinese. Hong? No. Min? Well.
Let's go back here. Maybe look up the daughter. Look up the sister again. Whatever her name was.
Ling Yao?
Something I don't remember. But look up the sister, the younger sister. Full detail the video, propaganda, blah blah blah. Alice Lang and his younger daughter and her husband could not show in such sense. Look her up in the spider search. Maybe it says the name of her son somewhere. Or well, her quote unquote son. Visited husband, wife, Jerry Lynn, other Chinese, they both to and from.
Well, we have.
Look up Han Yunwei.
There's not even an option for husband.
Okay, go back. Go back to the spider search.
Are we sure that it's
Go back to the spider search, please.
okay? But are we sure that it actually is under guy? It could, because it doesn't. When they have a husband, well, then again, that's not her husband.
No, the younger sister has a husband. Anyways, look up Han Yunwei or whatever.
Okay, that's just the same thing again.
Try searching them in like the periodicals, maybe.
No.
We're basically just trying to find the name of their son who isn't actually their son.
Right.
Have we looked up the actual company that they run?
Yeah.
The whatever textile company or whatever.
Yeah, Lang Tai.
President of Lang Tai for a long time. Began training in the hopes that one day they would. One helped him in China, Xinyu, and the other, yes, neither. When he died, Xinyu's uncle. It's not it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Something. Company during the period they began the page is very it goes back at least during the period where they began the Roottrees dealing. Was the CEO. He died before the internet, so there's not much out there. His youngest brother, blah blah. Current CEO is a woman named Janu. Oh my god. This is frustrating because we just need to find the fucking name of her stupid son. Or her stupid nephew who's actually her son. Did we look up Empowered or whatever?
Empowered? I guess no, we didn't.
No, I didn't think it would lead anywhere, but ugh.
Who's currently the second in command.
Yeah, but the Langtai Textile Company.
The current CEO doesn't say anything about the second in command.
It has a few logos on it. What is Piece of Asia again?
That was the one that was led by Jerry, but who's actually Han in Pittsburgh.
Located in the corner of the Thai line. Translate Piece of Asia as the name. The business said to be owned by husband and wife Jerry and Linda Han. They're trying to lawsuit Han and Long Jinyao. Okay, so this is the younger sister or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, go back, I guess.
What if I search it in the periodicals?
Well, search Piece of Asia since it's in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Oh my god. I think we...
Does it say anything about their kid?
Though Jerry's wife doesn't, she is currently taking classes. Paper chronicles that Jerry Han has traveled to China to open the company's blah blah. It also mentioned that Jerry is the son-in-law of the current leader of China, someone close to the family. He naturally raised through the ranks as they expanded there. No, it does not.
Okay. Ling Tai. Okay.
This is about the
IBF, yeah.
Look up Lang Hong Bo again.
Okay, well, instead of just looking at that,
Search them in the
periodical,
periodicals
yeah.
or whatever.
No, this is just talking about this again.
My god.
Yeah. Can I search this in periodicals? No. Alright, good night, Dinah.
I don't know, my brain's cooked.
Do we want to, do you want to consult the duck again?
Yeah, let's consult the fucking duck. I know we're just missing something stupid. Spider search Gary and Linda Han.
Okay, fine. I guess.
I never.
I mean, we search for them, but not. We use their real names, not their fake names.
There's a focus on philanthropy under the headline "Hanging with the Hans." Hans were chosen because they donated safely to Jerry and Linda were both born and fell in love during college. Linda's father led a large company. His father proved their marriage. So, absolutely terrified to Vic's sister is desperately in love with the idea. used to have this.
Boy.
Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy poster on was obsessed with Robert Redford, but somehow Jeremy one sent there, and now we couldn't possibly. When we had Mark, oh my god, we never even considered giving him a traditional name. Oh my god, it's Mark. His name is fucking Mark Lang or whatever.
William, where's Mark?
Where's Mark?
Where's Mark?
So your plan to look for a Chinese name would have failed anyways.
This is so true, actually. My bad.
But anyways, let's go look him up. Maybe we can find a fucking picture of him.
Should I?
Also, would it be Lang or Han?
It would be.
Would his last name be Han?
It would probably be Han, actually. Yeah, Han.
Okay. Anyways, let's look up Mark Han.
Okay. Before I do that,
Alanis Morissette. I love her.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Well, that's disappointing of you to say, but
I don't listen to music.
oh my god,
Melody, you're cute.
Lucy Lang.
Okay. Oh my god.
This seems like it's going nowhere. I feel like we're just going down a dead end right now.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm like... I hate to say this, but can we, like, maybe wrap this up and just finish it next week or something? My brain is so fried right now.
Yeah.
And it's like almost 9, and I kind of want to walk down to the store here in a second and get some kind of food or something.
Okay, before I do that though, let's look at Mark Han.
Melody needs to go for a walk.
Focus on under the head 9.
I'd rather you not walk by yourself.
Okay. We can all
Walkies.
walk. I'm fine with that.
Wait.
Walkies.
Try Mark Lang, maybe?
It wouldn't be Lang though.
No.
No, do I still have it pasted? Oh yeah, okay, I was gonna look up that, but in the periodicals. Okay, well, what if I just do one at a time? Because apparently, I get different results. Oh, well, right.
You try Mark Han in the,
No.
Oh.
Okay, well. We made progress.
Yeah, my brain's cooked. I can't do anymore right now.
We did make a lot of progress, though. Like,
somehow. Mostly by consulting the duck, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I kind of hate it, but that's the only way we've been able to make any progress.
Well, it's always something stupid, too.
Yeah, like the
every
whole the
time
fucking media mogul, okay.
Yeah, oh, it's Media Mogul, not CEO.
Okay.
She owns 6 media companies, so she's not a CEO, even though she owns all these companies. She's a mogul.
Okay.
It's like splitting hair ass bitch.
Yeah. Alright, I don't even know if we'll have enough for like a full stream next time.
Given how long it took us to get... Given how long it took us to get this far, it probably will take us a whole fucking stream to get through the rest of this.
Maybe. And we do still have the top secret thing to do too.
Ooh, yeah.
Alright.
Secrets.
Well, we'll end it here.
It's been real, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Unreal.
Bye. Bye. My
Bye.
brain is cooked. I'm tired.